Hi!
Yay!
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome, everyone, to Friday night's special and another episode of Birds of a Feather Heist Together. And also welcome new TikToky friends. I was just live on TikTok before the show, and y'all came. You guys made it. You made it.
Hi,
You made it. And I'll hand it back to you now, Steve. Sorry. I was excited.
All right. Well, yeah. Hi, I'm Steve. Well, why don't we quickly say hi to everybody?
Okay.
We've got go ahead, Cucumber.
All right.
Intro yourself and tell us a little bit about your character. Remind us what you're up to.
Sure thing. Hey, everybody, I'm Cucumber. I am playing a Tira, who is an Aarakocras pelican person. I'm a fighter. I'm level 5. I currently have a grung baby in my beak, trying to keep it safe, not trying to actually eat it, trying to not eat it and bring it either safely home or raise it as my own. Haven't decided yet.
It's good that you're so aspirational on that.
That's right.
You know that you're trying not to eat it, but
Yeah.
you want to.
Yeah.
And
So
so
tasty.
I'm Enrin, Enrin?
It's your
And
character, you tell me.
I forget my name sometimes.
Achoo.
You should see a doctor about that. Cucumber.
I
Yeah,
should.
It's been happening a lot.
I mean, chiropractor.
I'm an Aarakocras and all black bird with purple accent feathers, and I am currently making sure that this one over here doesn't reveal us because he has Ronald McDonald outfit on top of
clown
his
shoes.
other outfit.
It's true. Oh boy.
That's right.
Oh, there's
Whoa, bits.
bits and bits. Thank you for those.
Thanks for the bits.
Oh, they go over my
That's
face.
weird. I didn't get the alert for the bits. They're just there.
Dino.
Hi,
Yeah.
I'm Dino. I'm also we're all Aarakocras if you haven't figured it out. I'm a rooster, and named Cluric, or Clue for short, and I don't know exactly what's happening for me. There's a lot that's been happening. I think
I know. I was like, I'm not sure what to say.
I think
about
I'm currently
words.
just trying to survive and
Aren't we all?
confused at why Atira tried to eat a baby to begin with.
All
I
right.
didn't try to.
All right. Well, then it sounds like
Debatable.
we should reset our scene a little bit.
Yeah.
You've
Thanks for
been
the sub, Gyro guy.
traveling. Oh, hey, Gyro guy. Hi, Jiro guy.
It's Gyro. He works with machines.
Oh, okay.
We
We know
Gyroscopic
him.
man.
We know him.
We know him.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so you're here in the Tense River Basin again. Ryan, do you have some of the maps up?
Oh, Time Lord's wife. Thanks for
Oh
the
my
sub.
gosh.
Sup, River?
Which map do you need?
Let's start with the Tense River Basin, just to get us the big map. To remind us of the world we're in. We're hanging out here in the Tense River Basin today. We're
That's for the map.
down in the southeast corner there, which is full of redwood trees.
Yay!
Brian, do you
Don't
happen to
give
have
it
that Stag's Cathedral map that you could switch up there? I'm making you do all the work. There it is. See?
Oh.
It's zoomed in, and you still just see trees. It's so informative. These guys, all of these Aarakocras, they used to live in the Jay's Nest, which is one of those big trees up to the top right there. And you've made your way to Littleton Docks. You've gotten yourself an assignment from Rima. There's Littleton Docks. You went to one of the ships there at Dock C, the sea that's the dock that's near the sea dock, if you will, and got an assignment from Rima, a commission to rob the grung that annoy you so much. And so you have headed your way back into the redwood forest, and to show me that tree map, that Peepers, whatever I called it. Yeah, Peepers Perch. I knew that because I
course you
named
did.
it. So I know the thing that I wrote.
This is your world.
Yeah. There's never a typo. But yeah, so you found Peeper's Perch. It's this central tree that is in the middle of the forest, and it is surrounded by grung. It is not a safe place for bird people such as yourselves because they do not like you at all, and you don't like them at all. It's a hatred for the ages. Birds and frogs and birds. I know you've never heard of that being a thing before, but it's totally a thing.
Totally.
Totally a thing. And you are here to break into Peeper's Perch, and you know that the reason that you were brought in as Aarakocras is because you can fly. And other thieves have to come up from the falls down at the bottom. You see, this tree, its taproot goes so deep that it actually touches into some elemental springs underneath the ground. And so water comes up through the tree and pours out the sides off the branches as though it were a waterfall. and trying to come up from down there, that's just suicide. Going up against the stream, you're gonna be done for. But fortunately, you're not trying that today. You've come in through the canopy. You've flown over top. You've made it past the lichen-laden canopy. You have embarrassed yourself in front of the blushing the blushing lichens.
And how?
You have made your way down through Gecko's swing, passing by what you assume is a prison. The people being kept inside of moth-made cocoons. You encountered an old enemy there and defeated them. And now you've made your way past Gecko's swing, where these long vines swing down the whole way, and you in an act of mercy allowed the were-gecko to leave, offering him amnesty if he just looked the other way.
For
That's
Leon.
right.
Leon was his brother.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
Yes,
For
yes,
Leon.
For Leon, indeed. Yes, a dear Leon.
Oh, dear.
Well, he was a lizard.
And yeah, so you have made your way down. You're getting your way towards the Dagger Rain Falls, which are exactly what they sound like. It's a place that is filled with these grung that usually they're looking down and they're waiting for people to come up so that they can throw daggers down at them and murder the crap out of them, because that's how you protect your stag's stash, which is your goal. You've heard that this place is filled with treasure. Now, not gold, not gems, but enormous racks.
Mhm.
They're the racks of moose that are enormous.
yeah.
And you've seen one of these enormous in action. Hey, thank you, Laggin' Wagon. You know how dangerous they are. You know that they have a breath of cold that comes out of them, and that they fly using their antlers as some sort of means of defying Bernoulli's principle and an entire affront to physics. I love this cheering. This is the best
Wow.
cheering.
Hey,
And
the
that
foxy one,
foxy
that
one.
foxy one, thank you for the sub.
Yeah.
Beats, says Kenny, weirdly.
Yes.
What's up, Kenny?
So yeah, you have now. So you've now got a little bit of. You've got a moment. You've gotten away. What are you intending to do? You need to break in.
I have a question. Did
Yeah.
we go over how our chat can
No.
We should probably bring that up really quick.
I gotcha. Let's go.
Oh yeah, good call.
All right, everybody, if you'd like to interact with our show this
Oh,
evening,
I'm trained.
what?
I'm
I'm trying. Choo choo, toot toot, etc. So for $5, you can give for $0.05, you can give any of us a blessing, which is a D6 that we can apply to any check or roll. We can add it to damage. We can cash it in for healing, anything like that. It's basically it's a free D6 that we can use for anything. For $10, you can give any of us players re-rolls, and that allows us to re-roll our bad rolls. If we get a nat 1, yep, because you roll so well. So blessings go up there, re-rolls go up there. I got neither of either. Thank you for rubbing it in. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for the sub, Nazgul Rodeo. And for $15, you can give Steve a DM reroll. He currently has 1. These allow him to force us to reroll our good rolls. So if we get that beautiful, beautiful, sweet nat 20, he can make us reroll it.
Okay.
Although if we have a blessing handy, we can bless whatever our roll was, so he can't use that. Yes. And for $25, this is probably the most fun, you can create a character of your own choosing, which is how we ended up with Ronald McDonald in the first place.
God damn.
And as well, we also faced
Colonel
off
Sanders.
Colonel Sanders. There was
Mr.
another
Toad.
one. Mr. Toad,
Mhm.
yes.
And Dino.
Grandma
or-
Dino.
Grandma Dino.
Grandandino. Hey, speaking of,
Yeah.
here's one. A longtime ally of the flying moose, a flying squirrel.
Ah, yes.
Yay! Rocky.
Performance.
And also for $50, you can give any of us players DM powers for 1 full minute that allows us to take over. Hey, the roaming D&D, thank you so much for the raid!
Oh, thank you for the raid.
Hello!
Woo, woo.
So DM powers allow us to take over the whole story for, one of us rather, to take over the whole story for 1 full minute. Anything we say goes, and Steve just has to deal with it. It's beautiful. It's
But
a
yeah,
beautiful thing.
yeah, cool. Yeah, so let's get you
sure.
guys kicked off here. Oh yes, Atira.
So every time that bar down there gets filled, it will also unlock a thing. So the first thing will be bad for us, the second thing will be good for us, and the third thing will be bad for us, etc., etc., etc. And Steve will have. Oh, and Sula, thanks for gifting all those subs, Laggin' Wagon.
That's awesome.
Much appreciated.
Thank you.
All right, sorry. I'll be back to you.
All right, and we should note, last time, just before we finished, we actually hit that second unlock, and you didn't get the cool thing, the good thing that was going to happen. So we're gonna start off with some of that happening for you today.
Great.
You are, like we said, you're just above those falls. You're just about at that part of the trunk that, like, from here on out, it might be a little bit of swimming. You know that there is an entryway down below that you can get inside. But you also know that you're a little bit short feathered right now. That there are but 3 of you, and you're trying to figure out how you can get in there. You know that there are dangers in there, and fortunately for you, you're not the only person who's interested in getting these moose racks. You see, because you've already learned that they belong to these Enormoose, and some Enormoose have friends. Some Enormoose are friendly enough that they have befriended the local flora and fauna, and in fact, up above, any of you who'd like can make a perception check.
Natural 20.
Oh, yeah.
All right, with a natural 20, you look up just in time to see a dark shadow moving through the leaves. You notice it first. At first, you think maybe it's one of your allies, maybe it's one of your friends. But as you watch, you realize those aren't wings as you know them. And as you look closer, you think maybe it's something more mammalian, but it's not bat wings either. Rather, it looks like a square flying on the sky, as though the skin at the side of a flying squirrel is helping it glide through those leaves, coming down. As it is making its way, you are lucky enough that this is because of your boon, that one of the things it encounters as it is passing by the wardens in that mothy prison is it clips one of those prisons. It clips the string that is holding it, and it starts tumbling down. It flies after. It's caught. Its leg is wrapped around that little bit of silk, and it is finding itself falling down through the tree towards you.
Oh,
Should we help it?
Yes, absolutely.
I go catch him.
Can I take out my
have-
crossbow? What?
We've got like, do we have any sail left? We can do like a.
Oh, do we have sail left? Probably.
Let's roll me any craft check.
Any craft check.
Any craft check you've got.
You know, like
We'll
a fire
take-
have a
fighter
craft
and
check.
hold the
Yeah.
Disguise kit?
horn.
I'll take it. I'll take
If we
this
hold it
guy's
tight
check.
enough, it's a trampoline. They get to bounce off the tree.
Yes. Who do you want to disguise as a trampoline?
Honestly, probably Atira. I get what would that be under? I rolled a 13 on the die.
Okay, and you got proficiency, so it's at least
16.
a 16, and then whatever stat, but 16's enough. Yeah, you can very quickly, with the help of a Ronald McDonald outfit that happens to be on your friend Atira, you can pull those shoes out, and with them you're able to create what you think might be able to save it. And with a 16, that is enough that as this cocoon comes tumbling down, dragging this poor flying squirrel with it, you manage to catch it. It pulls down at first, and Atira, I'm going to need you to make a strength save or an athletics check to hold on.
Strength. Fucking come on! I have a +5 to strength, and that's a 7.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So, anyway, Atira is now falling also. On this topic, what would you like to do? Are you going to jump in? Are you gonna
I want to.
That was a reroll for Logan's amazing hat to be used however a hat
Aw.
would see fit.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Not for you, it's for the hat.
You don't get any. Where's my inventory? Do I have rope? I don't have rope. Never mind. Do you have rope?
Do I have rope?
I have rope.
I will allow you, if you want, to quickly make a dexterity check.
You have rope.
Oh,
with
I have
your
rope.
Oh,
I
you
have
have
rope.
rope. Good.
Yes.
Good.
I'm gonna grab her rope from her pack,
Yeah.
and I want to fly down. Hold on to the other end, and I'm gonna fly down, and I'm gonna try to reach out and grab.
Oh wait,
all?
you have wings if you're falling.
Oh yeah, you can fly.
I want to be dramatic.
I'm going to catch the flying squirrel in the cocoon.
All right. So you're ignoring Atira, and you're going for the
I'm
intended
assuming
flying
they're
squirrel.
around.
I'm tying the rope around one of the vines, so there's
Perfect.
some extra strength. So,
All right,
but I'm also
all right.
still holding on to it.
Cool.
Too.
You can make a quick. We'll call it a dexterity check. If you have a proficiency that you think makes sense with it, you can throw that on.
For the tying.
Yeah, for the time. And then what's your speed? You fly at what, 30?
50, I believe.
50? Oh, all right.
Yeah,
all right.
50 feet.
Then yeah, let's just do a dex check to see how quickly you catch up. You can make it acrobatics if you have proficiency.
So, like, I do.
Hey, thanks for the hype train,
no.
everybody. Enjoy your puppy emotes, whoever gets those. I want to see them.
Puppy
Oh, and there's like puppies
Do
and
I
one
get
cat.
to add my?
Yes, they added it already.
I know, but I still get to add that.
Oh, did you get a reroll or a blessing?
I rolled a 1, but I.
Oh, natural 1. Oh.
Yeah.
And I rolled a 18.
All right. You managed to catch up, and you've dove down with this rope, which you don't know what's going on at the other end with a natural 1. You just think it's fine. It's fine.
Yes.
You don't have to worry about
I'm
this.
still holding on to it.
That's true. And you dive down, and you're gonna run around it a couple times and manage to tangle up this poor squirrel even more.
No.
in safety that you're going to save it. And the whole group of you're gonna have to hang on to it as you reach the end of that rope. We're gonna need a quick strength check from our sorcerer who is holding on to it.
Save us!
Oh, 19.
All right.
Whoa!
All right. The Iron Sorcerer here, Iron and Aaron, grabs hold, does that thing where you loop it around your arm and then like plants her
The
feet.
Neo from the
and
Matrix.
Yeah,
with the
and just gives that,
helicopter.
yeah. You just pull Samuel L.
Yes.
Jackson right out of that. No, Lawrence Fishburne, right out of that.
I don't think it was either. I think it was
I'm
Trinity.
totally wrong. I'm fired. You pull your other main character right out of there. And yeah, you guys are fine. The set of you all swing down, except for Aaron, who is up in the tree, safely hanging out, holding on to you. The rest of you find yourself swinging back and forth through the waterfall, getting soaked, but like whatever, it's water. It's not a big deal, and it's delicious. It's cool and refreshing. And it's like sparkling water, except not awful in the ways that sparkling water is. And you feel refreshed and delighted. And yeah, you can now start climbing your way back up as you have this squirrel in tow. And well, this feels like a very heavy sack. Not that the squirrel has, but that it's tied around its leg.
Oh god.
Oh no. I immediately start flying again. I'm like, I'll take that.
You dick. When we get to the, can we make it all the way
Yeah,
up there?
you can make your way back up top.
What does it feel like a body in there or?
Feels like as you feel it. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
12.
Yeah, as you feel it, there's
21.
Ooh.
Oh, all right. So when you feel it, you're like, I think there's a leg in here, and you feel a leg, and it's kicking, and you're like, so there must be a person. But Aaron, you recognize that there are 4 legs in there, and 4 wings,
Oh.
and 2 beaks, and it seems that you have found 2 of your brethren. Must have been some of the people who ran away when that enormous blimp eel attacked your home. And so these
Randomly and by
I wonder
surprise.
how that happened.
Yes. No one knows exactly what triggered that horrific attack that destroyed your homeland.
Certainly not a glowing arrow.
Yeah, no one. No one knows. Hopefully not the 2 of these people who are tied up and captured inside of here. You can make one of you can make a stealth check. You can decide amongst yourselves who's the best, and you're gonna pick out a spot that you kind of pull everyone away to have a quick meeting of the minds.
Yeah.
Either of you.
A quick meeting of the minds. You want to roll for it, Cucumber?
Cucumber. Yeah, sure. I'll roll for it, Dino.
Hey, listen.
Weird. Okay. Stealth check.
It's been a long day, all right?
Oh, nat 20. That's a 23.
All right,
All
yeah.
right.
Yeah, you managed to find a place that it looks like, because this is an old growth tree, sometimes branches fall off, and when they do, they leave little knots that will sometimes empty out. And you find one of those. You find a little place that you can hide in, and it's just big enough that you can fit 6 of you now, because there's the 3 of you, there's a flying squirrel, and there's 2 birds in a bag.
Yeah.
And as it said, 2 birds in a sack is worth more than 1 in the bush. And so
Everybody knows that saying.
yeah. I mean, it clearly is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you managed to pull yourself in there. And if you'd like, you can start tearing that open, or you can start questioning this squirrel.
I want to interrogate this squirrel.
So while you're interrogating the squirrel, we'll start working on the
Okay.
sack.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
What bladed weapons do you have that you're going to use to start cutting this open?
Oh, I have. I believe we have our silver daggers.
I do.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, and I have a
You're
short
gonna
sword as
You're
well.
gonna use your fanciest, nice silver dagger.
I'll
Just
use
be
my
I'm cutting
short
this thing
sword.
open.
I
All
have
right.
a crowbar.
I will allow it, but you have to hit one of them when they come out.
Whoa.
Just because you're pulling, and you bonk one on the head. It's fine. They'll survive, but they're gonna take whatever damage your crowbar does, which I'm gonna guess is 1d4. You could go ahead and roll 1d4 damage for the bonk on the
I
head.
don't know if I'm gonna do that.
Do it.
Do it.
Ah,
Oh, that's
does
for
that work?
hiking.
I know. I was just trying to see how it might. No.
All right.
That would
So,
help.
but while you're thinking about that, while you guys are working your way on ripping open this cocoon, we'll get to this squirrel who's hanging out
Yeah.
with Atira and is just barely like untying this strand of silk from around its leg.
Yep.
That pulled it down, and it looks up at you.
What were you doing with our feathered brothers?
What I didn't know about your feathered brothers, I was trying to get it. I was just.
They're in
up
a
the
bag
trees.
around your leg, squirrel.
I didn't know that's what was gonna happen. I was trying to evade. I don't know if you've been up there, but there are scary frogs.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
one of them was
When I say
peeping
yeah,
at
there
me.
you could see the baby frog swimming in my mouth. Yeah, there are.
Oh, that's the sound of them. That's the sound of them. Oh no, you'll keep me safe, right? I'll keep you safe. Keep me. Oh.
I'd like to make an insight check as I put my crossbow down.
All right.
Scaredy squirrel.
Yeah, man, it could be a ruse.
Yeah.
A ruse, I say. I got a 16.
You detect that he's not as feeble as he is making himself out to be.
All right, I grip him by the membrane. Come here. Something's not sitting right with me about you, squirrel. What's your business?
All right, you can make a intimidation check.
Yay, somehow I'm really bad at this. for how
Rocky, he
much I
seems
was-
angry, Rocky.
13. Oh, for something we hope you really. I got a 13.
Natasha.
13.
Mhm.
All right, you're convincing enough that like you have the advantage that you way outnumber him.
Yeah.
And also just saved his life.
Yeah.
And so like he's like, oh well, all right, I'll tell you, I'm here to get my friend's rack.
Your friend's rat?
My friend lost his rack, and it was taken by the grung, and they have it there
Oh.
down there in their stash.
What is it? Is
What
it
color is it?
special by any reason?
Oh, it's special because it's his, and he didn't want to give it up.
If you were to see it in a lineup of other enormous racks, would you be able to tell which
Oh,
one
I
was your
would.
friend's?
He liked to have it carved, and so it has the story of his adventures over the summer on it. You see, they grow new ones every year, and so it was basically a school project more or less. But yeah,
My summer was great. I went to the lake. I went to the beach.
I saw a tree.
well, it's much more well written than that.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, they're enormous. He can fit lots and lots of information on it. These racks, they're gigantic. They're like 14 feet wide.
All right, squirrel. I'll tell you what. Where we're going, there's going to be lots of them, and if your friends is there, you're welcome to take it. But if you try to take some of our booty, it'll be your booty.
Oh,
Understand?
I'm not into that. It's okay. I really just like racks, not booty.
Wookie the Spatula, thanks for the sub.
Yeah.
Maybe you. Huh?
I have 2 daggers.
Oh yeah,
Oh
we're
my
to open up the.
inventory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Just suddenly, are you telling him this? I have 2 daggers.
I'll give you your dagger back. Thank you for the
Oh no, I don't need a 3rd dagger.
Oh,
So
sorry.
yeah, if you would like, yeah, you are now able to pull that open, and because you lived in the Jay's Nest, you know who these 2 birds are.
Mhm.
This is Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
God
Of
damn
course they are.
You're good friends. They're not
Yes.
very smart, and as they come out, you do bonk one on the head, but it doesn't seem to hurt him. It doesn't seem to change how smart he is. In fact, if anything, it might have just jogged his memory a little bit. And they both look up at you, and they kind of like take turns talking to one another and cutting each other off as they peck at one another whenever they don't like what the other one says. And they say, "Whoa, hi, oh, hi, hi,
Oh,
hi,
hello.
Hello.
Look, Tweedledee,
like-
Tweedledum.
oh.
Hi.
Ah,
Hi.
Hello.
hi, Clurick. I know Clurick. You know Clurick? I know Clurick. Yeah, of course I
Yeah.
know Clurick. You know Clurick too.
Hey.
He lived there. I know him too.
Do you remember me?
Yeah. Oh my gosh! And they say an Aaron, and one of them rubs his head, and they say, "Oh yeah, I know you. Oh, I remember all sorts of things. Well, it's like a dream. At one point, we were in a nest, and you were there, and you were there,
Yeah, that was like
and
this
you
morning.
were there, and they look at Atira and like you too.
Yep, that was me. Good to see you
Yes,
again,
we live
Tweedles.
together. Yes, I'm glad we could get there now, and we're all together again, and we're back in Kansas. So you okay?
Oh, I think so. I think so. We were looking for a new tree to stay in after I feel like something terrible happened.
I hit him
Oh,
on the
let's not
head.
worry
Terrible
about it.
happened? Something terrible happened. You remember
I,
terrible
I hit him on the head with the
All right.
Lightly.
Lightly.
All right, you succeeded bumping him on the head. And he goes, I guess not. I don't know why we're out. I guess we were looking for grubs. Why would we be looking for grubs in the canopy? I
Maybe
don't know.
because you were hungry.
Oh,
Boys,
we were
focus.
hungry. That's what it was. And they just believe you, whatever you say.
Yeah.
It seems like they're really good
Oh.
at just falling in line.
Yeah, you owe me 20 gold, remember?
What? Oh, no, I do. Do you have 20 gold? I don't have 20 gold. We don't
Each.
use currency. Oh, man. both of
Well,
us
you
owe
know
it.
what? It's to make up for the fact that you owe Tira gold. Perhaps you can help us succeed in our quest and
Oh.
not give us away by talking so much.
Yeah.
Can you do that? I think I can stop talking. I think I can stop talking too. Would you like to stop talking first, or should I stop talking first?
I
I grab,
think you should
I
stop
grab
talking
an
first,
Aaron's
because that way we can
crowbar
do it
and
at
I
the same
bank buck.
And both of them kind of slump to the ground. They're not out of it entirely. Like you can see that their
Just
eyes are
dazed.
still blinking and they're like still there, but like they're just a little reset, and they're lying there and they're like, oh.
I want to take some of my, strip off some pieces of my Ronald McDonald suit and fashion them into little straps, and I'm going to strap their beaks shut for the moment.
All right. Wow.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow. All right.
Baby
all right,
eater. And
you know what? I'm just gonna allow it. I'm not gonna
Right.
make you make any checks for this.
Tighten it,
Um,
tighten it, and listen, boys, this is for everyone's safety, including yours.
All right, you've got the Tweedle Double D's are now bound and captive, and
No,
at
they're
your
beaks.
your
They're
will.
beaks.
Their beaks are.
Sorry,
Their beaks are.
yeah,
Yes.
yes.
They're constrained, and you have this squirrel to deal with, and yeah. So now you've got some allies now.
Hooray!
So, Squirrel,
Oh yeah, yes.
are you willing to help us as well?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't realize how dangerous it was here. It seems a whole lot more dangerous than it was when I first came out here. I would
up the
like to
crowbar.
follow you at a distance.
Okay,
I think we have more strength in numbers than if you were to be
Sure.
back on your own. What if somebody came up behind you and we weren't there to help you?
Mm-hmm.
He says that's a great idea. Well, what if I were to watch your back?
I would like some air support. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not air support per se, but
Yeah, all right. Keep an eye on you, though, Squirrel. You got a name, Squirrel?
I do. It's McNuttons.
All right, McNuttons. You got our trust for now.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad. Because if you didn't, I assume you'd murder me, and I don't want that.
Gosh, yeah, I'd murder you so good.
he
Probably
would, I
shouldn't have
believe.
said that one out loud, huh?
He
Don't worry
like
about it,
slowly backs
McNuttons.
up against the
It's gonna be
inside
all
of this
right.
wooden knot, and he's just like,
Look, we're all
"Okay."
just good at some things, McNutton, all right? I'm good at killing.
So okay, all right, all right,
Really good, though.
okay.
Charlie says Rocky McNuggets? Question mark. Okay, so now we've got to get down there to find these racks.
Yeah.
Have you seen where they keep them?
He
Yeah.
says, well, what I know is that they have there's a door down there that I caught sight of as you swung me through the waterfall. But it looks like it might be barricaded or locked. Do you have any way in?
I mean,
I have a
not quietly.
crowbar.
Yes, I have ways of destroying things, but it will be very loud.
Oh, quiet ways in, quiet ways in.
Mm.
I got talons.
Did you notice any other possible way that could be getting into that room?
Says, I don't think so. I think that's the only way that they would allow in. Having multiple entrances to their stash would probably be a significant security flaw.
But it would really help us out. So
It would. But I
okay.
think you're going to need to get to 100 and then to 100 again for that sort of plot thing to just suddenly happen.
That's fair. I understand. I understand how that could happen.
Does anybody know how to pick locks?
I don't know, do I? Where are
Did
they?
anyone who came on this heist think to bring thieves' tools?
Wait, I think, well,
I have a disguise kit. That's why
I'm the muscle. I'm the muscle.
We can figure this out.
I like it.
We can.
We can figure this out. Okay, so you saw it when we went into the waterfall. You saw it.
It says, yeah. It's a little bit further down in the falls. It's about I'd say a third of the way down.
Okay.
Hmm.
Looking down, can I see like the best way of getting towards that?
You can roll me a perception check or survival.
Ooh, doctor.
Well,
Thanks
thank
for
you,
the follow.
Doctor.
Ooh.
Doctor.
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 Is there a doctor in the house?
Doctor.
Yes,
There's
doctor.
3.
Oh.
Ooh. What was it? Perception or survival?
Yep.
What's the highest roll here? Perception. Oh, they're the same. 18.
All right. Then for fun, we'll say you did survival because we've done a bunch of perception checks.
That's fair. Survival.
And it's more interesting to tell you. So yeah, you look down and you realize one of the things about the way that the water moves is that it parts at a certain spot. It's avoiding a certain location. And as you look, you notice that it's because there are little dams that have been built. That somebody has engineered the path of these waterfalls to specifically exclude a spot. But it covers it with just enough that from the outside you don't think anyone would notice, but from above you can tell that's probably the open spot where you would be able to get to the door.
Get to the door. Hey, the Zack, my man.
Yeah.
Just tipped 2 rerolls for Dino and 4 blessings for Cucumber. Which is more useful?
Oh,
We'll
I see.
find out.
We will find out.
Thank you very much.
2 rerolls. Okay, great.
25.
Okay, great. Hey, there's an opening in the falls. A little bit further down. I think that's the way in. Can we walk to that opening or climb
Yeah,
down?
fly
I
it?
mean,
You can attempt to climb down. Flying is very risky now
still with the.
because of the waterfalls.
Oh, 'cause the
You're right.
And the risk is that if you get caught in the waterfall, you're gonna go down the rest of the way.
Yep. We make a.
It's like in the Hakuna Matata episode of Lion King. I mean,
Shoo.
what? Bless you.
Thank
Can
you.
we fashion something? Can we fashion something with rope to?
We could try. We
Yeah,
could
yeah,
probably
if we-
get some wood.
If it's the right length, we can just swing right in.
Oh yes, we swung down before.
Yeah.
Also, let's not forget that we have those little, not tadpoles, but for the poison that we can eat.
You have those
Maybe-
crab legs.
Yes.
Oh, crab legs.
Those,
yes.
Those anemone-laden crab legs.
And it's
Mm.
for good for
Good for
1 hour.
So we
So-
need to remember
Dun,
that.
dun,
Yes,
dun.
perhaps if we get into the squirrel friend. What was your name again?
McNuttons.
McNuttons.
I remembered that.
McNuttons.
I definitely wrote it down before.
Did
and
you
not
happen to
just right
see? Did you happen to see any guards in front of the door?
No, I was swinging and thought I was going to die.
That tracks.
Pay attention.
I
That
didn't
definitely
notice.
tracks.
I didn't notice that closely.
Okay. In that case, well, should we eat them now before we go down there, or?
Not you, McNuttons. These
Not-
delicious crab legs we have.
Sorry,
You're all
didn't mean to
right for
scare
now.
you.
But if
Save
you
that for
cross
later.
us, I swear it.
And he believes that you'll eat him because every time you speak, he sees a living creature just occasionally flipping and flapping
Yeah.
inside of your mouth.
Yep.
Um,
Oh, it
We
tickles.
should figure
That's
out something
kicking.
to do with that baby.
Flare
Yeah,
Noodles
I mean-
Doodles, thanks for the follow.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, what are we gonna do with that baby,
Yeah.
Tira? Are you
I'm
just
going to
keep
raise it like my own.
You're just gonna keep it in your mouth for the whole, trip?
Yeah, probably. I got a big waddle, you guys. Like, I don't know, see what the problem is. Is that what it's called?
all
Do I
right.
have a waddle? I'm not good at my
If-
own anatomy.
if
There's
you'd
not a lot of
like-
pelican people where I come from.
Listen, there's no parenting is up to you. You can do whatever you like.
That's
it's your
right.
child.
You know, at some point,
Plurk, if you would like, you can make a quick insight check.
Ooh-wee.
Hmm.
I do realize that at some point this baby's gonna be
7.
poisonous.
Yeah, there's no other place you could possibly put this baby.
Yep, nope. It's
The
gotta
beak
stay.
is-
Gotta stay in my mouth.
All right.
It's
well,
warm. It's wet. It's where a grung
I've-
belongs.
I've Pitten and rope.
so
for
we can
climbing.
climbing. Okay.
Yeah.
We can.
Does anybody else have rope? or
I
like
I also have
climbing?
rope. I should also have some climbing gear in with my gear.
I have a disguise kit
Great.
and a loot.
You should definitely swing down on the loot.
What else I got?
Oh, I
Yeah,
do have
if you,
these
if you've
tools.
got
That's
if you've
more-
got climbing
you
stuff, if you've got
do.
pitons
Perfect.
and rope,
Yeah.
then that's enough that you can make your way down, and make yourself kind of a ley line from that knot in the tree
I'm
down
gonna
the way.
redo that knot.
You may redo that knot.
Original knot. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, no,
not a
I'm
reroll.
trying it
reroll.
again.
Tying
So
again.
just an attempt at a thing again.
Yeah. You want your fingers.
Yeah, I don't
there.
think my reroll.
Ooh.
Yeah,
makes
but
Can
no.
I add survival
Yes.
to it?
I will let-
Okay.
You can
Hang
survival
on.
it.
A 6.
It's a great knot. You feel very confident that it will support all 6 of your bodies as you make your way down there.
You guys, I don't feel so confident in this knot.
You don't?
No.
Well, it looks great to me.
Thanks.
That's the most secure looking knot I've ever seen.
Well,
Should we just go for it, or does anybody want to help me?
Can I tell if it's not a good knot or not?
What's your knot skill?
Whether it's a good knot or not.
I have a lute.
What's your knotting
That doesn't sound naughty enough to me.
Oh, then you don't know my lute.
Survival.
Because, I'll do a survival check. I'm not very good at it,
All right, go for it.
but I am a jack of all trades.
What did
So-
you roll?
15.
Oh, then it's not all for naught. You can tell that it does needs a little bit of extra help. And with that 15, you can identify the spot that one more loop will do it.
You didn't do the bunny ears. You got to do the bunny.
Oh, I
Yes.
forgot
Yeah,
the bunny
yeah. It chases it all the way around
Yeah.
twice.
I don't really like
Round the
bunnies,
bush.
so I try to
Oh.
avoid that.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
But yeah, you are able to. You think that you've got a pretty secure knot there, and you can start to make your way down, hammering in pitons as you go. Now
My
that is a little
No,
bit of
I've
a
never known how
noisy
to say that
task
word.
to do, but fortunately you are surrounded by waterfalls.
That's
I
true.
wasn't sure
Don't.
It's noise that's happening right now.
I like that you're adding to it and
You're welcome.
creating atmosphere. But yeah, you can make your way down, and you can get all the way down. What's your climbing order? Where do you put Tweedledee and Tweedledum? And yeah,
I'm just interrupting for chat. Barter Blarney, they've been talking about Labyrinth in the chat this whole time. It says, David Bowie's crotch bulge shudders. I think you mean with anticipation.
when's that character dropping?
Please.
But yeah, you can make your way down. But what is your climb order? Who's going down first?
I'll go down first. I'm not smart enough to know better.
All
I'll
right,
go down second.
I want to put Tweedledee and Tweedledum between those two and myself.
Okay. All right. And you're gonna let McNuttons follow up.
Yes, and I'm
Good.
going to keep an eye.
McNuttons is great in the rear.
I've heard such. I will keep an eye on all 3 of them as we're going by.
Have that kind of stuff.
I seem to be the adult in the group for some reason.
All right. Yeah, they're all doing what they need to do, and yeah, you can
Excuse
make your
me.
way down. Atira, you're the first person there, and you find this large wooden door that seems like maybe you can just open it. You want
I-
to try?
I
Would-
stop him.
I'm like, yep, big old hand right on it. Huh?
I pull him back.
But it's a door.
No.
They're meant to be opened.
I don't think so.
I investigate the door.
All right, roll an investigation.
Yeah. Investigation.
Wait, are we all inside the waterfall now?
Yes, you are
11.
within the waterfall, but you're one by one because you can't all be at the end of the rope.
Yeah.
So
I see,
you've
I see,
got
I see.
each of you climbing.
Oh,
up
we're
a
still
little bit
hanging
further.
and
You're
trying to open the door.
Yep.
Got
You've
it.
hung down
Oh,
far
there's
enough.
no platform to stand.
There's no platform.
Oh.
For the grung don't need one. They have a happy
Oh.
climb speed and can just move up the side of the tree as though it were flat ground.
Oh no.
I got an 11.
Oh,
Is that good enough?
it's good enough for government work.
I bless it.
For those of you that work in the government, we appreciate your work, and we don't.
Crap. Now it's a 12. I would like to bless it again.
All right.
There we go. So now it is 17.
All right, with a 17, yeah, you notice that it is locked. That although it looked unlocked and like just a door, it's because you didn't pay attention to the fact that it was locked.
Yeah, it's locked.
It is locked, but it doesn't seem to be trapped. It looks like they trust simply a lock and a waterfall, an army of grung that are pointing downward, all those things to keep it safe.
Right. I because I'm an idiot, I take out my war pick to try to pick the lock.
Yes. I would like you to make a thieves' tool check without proficiency, but with strength as your ability.
Okay. I'm not very strong for a fighter. Let's see. Where's my proficiency?
You're welcome, Bartek.
Roll my d20. That's a nat 20 on the d20 roll. So
All right.
my proficiency, so that's a 23. plus my strength.
All right, you
25.
successfully, yeah, you hammer at this, and you pick this lock. You get it in there, and like once you've got it like firmly put in place, you can get underneath, and you give it some leverage. It just pops right out and falls down and starts tumbling down the waterfall.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Not the whole door, just the lock.
Somebody's gonna see that eventually.
Plunk.
We should hurry.
Someone's
Yeah.
really dead down
I
I go inside.
All
I
right.
do a little swingy swing so I can like poof and like land. Like
Is there a platform inside?
Inside, yes, you can stand on the inside because there are
Yay,
tunnels
look out
inside.
below.
Right where you land, you see to either side of you, there seem to be lavender vine that are growing up the side with beautiful purple flowers. It smells quite nice.
Purple?
And each of you can make your way.
Yeah.
Yes, purple flowers.
Oh.
And each of you can make your way in, but you see ahead of you, one, it's dark in most of it, but ahead of you you see these blue plants that seem to be bioluminescent, giving off a little bit of light just in the hallway just ahead of you, but then you see it goes off into darkness in one direction, and it goes off into more light in another.
We should go into the
darker
darkness.
path.
Now
or
I
brighter
have
path?
light. I can bring light to us. Would that give us away, or do you think we need to see?
I have dancing lights that I could.
That might be a little bit easier.
I'd
Um,
rather see, but I feel like if you're gonna hide
but we
something, you're gonna
might
hide it in
draw
the darker
attention to
place.
ourselves.
Yes, we're probably gonna hide in the darker place. Yes. So maybe bring out your dancing lights and we'll jig on down.
So do you want to go in the direction of the darkness? not
I
the
don't.
direction of the light?
That would probably make sense, right?
Ding, 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 ding,
We'll
ding,
go there,
ding,
look in
ding,
darkness
ding,
first.
ding, ding.
All right. As you
But quietly,
start heading,
stealthily.
you have to head a little bit past where the light is to get to that.
Oh,
the-
sure.
So you're gonna have to make some stealth checks to evade being spotted on your way.
Natural 20.
All right.
Nice.
You can
That's
also make
23.
a perception check.
I got a
Sure.
dirty 20.
That one's not as good.
Do you got a 30? What?
What?
You got away?
I'm gonna use
I
one
got
of
a
my
dirty 20.
rerolls.
Oh.
Oh,
So
a
not a
dirty 20.
natural
I thought
one.
you said
What am I
30.
rolling
I'm like,
I
wow,
got a 30-20.
amazing. Yeah. So yeah, with a 20, you're able to stay hidden. Atira,
Yeah.
or Anarin, what did you get?
17.
17. Yeah, you're all being nice and quiet.
14 for perception.
With a 14 with the perception,
I think you lost
since
your
you rolled that
shoes.
natural
Oh, yeah,
20, like
that's 'cause I got
you
turned
sneak
into
up a
a thing.
little bit before everyone else, and when you look in, you realize that there seem to be books here. There are bookshelves lining the
Ooh.
walls, and in the middle there are a handful of comfortable-looking recliners.
You guys
That
want
are
to take a
occupied.
reading break?
Oh,
Oh.
A what?
occupied.
By whom?
As you look closer, they look to be old toads.
shit.
Like old and spry, or old and weak?
You didn't roll well enough
That's fair.
to give them a medical exam.
I level my crossbow at them regardless.
Do we recognize any of them?
Not personally. None of these seem to be Mr. Toad, which
Oh,
is
okay.
good for you because you robbed him,
That's fair.
and he would know.
It's not personal. We rob a lot of people.
Now we have to cross in front of this room in order to get where we're going. Is what's happening?
You have made enough stealth checks that you can all duck past the opening, and they won't see you if you want to avoid this room.
Sure.
I
Yes.
want-
Let's avoid for now. What? Or do you want to go in?
But
I
there's
want to like.
books.
I want to see if they're like having a conversation. So I want to like cross the
Oh,
other
I
side
see.
quietly, but then like press my ear nearby.
All right, you can make a perception check as well.
Perception. 15.
15. Yeah, you can hear them. They are having old man discussions.
No, great.
You have found a section of this area called the Opines and Reclines. This is where they spread their opinions and lean back, because that's what you keep inside of a vault is old men who have a memory that goes back a long time. That's a treasure just as much as these enormous racks.
Oh, no, I'm starting to like the
Stay a
brung.
while and listen.
Oh yeah, and they sit there like rolling back and forth. I remember there, a long time ago. You were there. I was there. Yes, back in the day we used to we used to have to climb up the whole waterfall ourselves. Why, I remember the first time that Jimothy did it. He tumbled down, and then he tumbled down again, but he didn't stop, did he? No, he didn't stop. He never stopped. He kept making his way up there, and I think that's what the young whippersnappers are lacking today. They're lacking the get back up there-ness. They fall down one waterfall, and suddenly they're just
I leave. I keep going.
And that's it.
All right. As you go into the darkness, you realize that to your left, actually to your right and to your left, there's small tunnels that seem to go into the wall. They don't seem as well cut as the rest. They seem more. Well, make a nature check.
Ooh. Nature. 14.
Nope.
9.
With a 14, you realize that they're definitely organic. That something seems to have carved its way through there, maybe even eaten its way through there. And it kind of twists and turns. It is not lit at all.
Not lit at
It's a
all.
worm, like a big worm.
I mean, we
Too
eat
big
worms.
to eat, though.
Oh, I mean,
That means it's
not
a
with that
big
attitude.
meal. That's right.
He ate a frog, so
Who's
I think.
hungry?
I didn't eat it. I didn't do it on purpose. What?
Well, you did. You just regurgitated.
What if you send in some dancing lights to get a little peeky poo?
No idea what you just said.
Send in some dancing lights so we can get a little peeky
Oh.
poo.
Should I do that?
Yeah.
Is it gonna
You
draw
could send-
attention?
I mean, you can like inch them along the sides and
Yeah.
then
Can I do like muted dancing lights?
Yeah, get your dancing
That's
lights
called
muffler.
darkness, I think.
Darkness. Okay, I cast dancing lights.
Okay. All right. What kind of dance would you like them to do?
A little jig.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. As they jig their way through this tunnel, you see that it moves up and the tunnel splits. There's a way that goes to the left and a way that goes to the right. It does seem large enough that it could fit any one of you. You'd have to go through it single file, but it does look like a tunnel.
Let's go left.
So wait, these are the only. This is the only way forward is through one of these tunnels.
No. There's a big tunnel right in front of you,
Which is the way we're going.
and then to your left there's one of these small holes. To your right there's one of these small holes. Further back to your right, that's where
it.
the opines and reclines was.
I am there now. Okay.
And in fact, you know what? I think it's fine to just let you see. You've got an idea of where you are. Turn over the map that you got from Rima.
Oh!
And when you look at the back, it turns out she was well prepared for you. And Ryan, if you could bring up the Stag's stash for me. You have a map of
We have a
this place,
map.
or at least a
Ooh.
general notion. Opines and Reclines is that place right to
Grubhub?
the bottom there. Yes, there is a grub hub in the middle. You're not sure exactly what's in all of these places, but you know that the antler room is all the way in the back.
I see.
All right.
So the only way we can get to the antler room is by going through these big tunnels at some point. We can either try to find our way around with the little tunnels.
We could fight all the old toads and then take that side path on the other side of the opines and reclines.
Yeah, we can
And you said that
shortcut it.
the tunnels aren't big enough to fit us one by one?
One single file.
Okay.
Termites path.
Uh-huh.
Termites Pass does not sound fun.
Well, I think those are just the small tunnels, right?
What
Well,
are-
yes, that
what
means
are
there's
the
probably
things
termites
at the
in there.
ends of the
Look like
tunnels?
flowers.
You're gonna have to get to one of them to find out. Because right now you're just past Opines and Reclines. So you're basically, you see that first spot where there's two little tunnels that go off to the side.
Yes.
You're basically right in between the two of those, to the south of the Tongue Lasher Barrack, and to the north of Opines and Reclines.
I imagine there's a lot of people in the grub hub.
And also the barrack sounds like a place to store fighters, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
tongue lasher does not sound fun.
I mean,
I
speak
mean,
for yourself.
That's fair.
And we know that the toads are poisonous, so we could just eat our
We should now.
things
Yes.
now
Yeah.
Yes.
and then just
I put on my bib.
quietly make our way through
Start cracking
the old men,
Let
the old toads,
Let's yes. So
and
let's.
then just kind of make our way along the right.
Sure.
We could do that.
tunnels,
Hug the wall. Go to Grubhub.
Bypass.
bypass Grubhub and the barracks, because otherwise we're just gonna go right down
Yes,
the main.
we could go the long way and go right into the where it's say keeper
El Peeper.
El
Peeper.
Peeper.
Yeah.
You don't know exactly what that means,
No.
but you gather it might be bad.
I mean, no matter what, we're gonna have to go through that way.
Yes, there's no unless we find a way to dig through this wood, but it's probably going to be very hard to do so.
If we harness our own termite.
Well, so we're going to have to go through pines and reclines.
Yeah.
That makes me nervous.
Yeah. we
Books are
gotta be
flammable. We can
quiet.
cook these toads if we need to.
That's fair.
Monsters. First eating babies, now burning books.
Regurgitating.
I don't burn books.
That's fair.
Yeah, well.
We'll just burn the bad ones.
Okay.
Okay, so how are we going to get through pines and reclines?
How many toads are in there?
Looks like
Two, I
there's
believe.
probably about 5 of them.
Oh, there's 5.
Each of them has a different thing that they want to talk about, and as you're standing here debating, they are as well, and they all have the same old man voice, but they keep talking like, well, I remember too, what I remember is that the taxing structure at that time was all befunkled.
Are they all on one side, or are they?
They are each in one of those recliners. There's 5 recliners that all circle the center, and so in turn, one of them has eyes just about everywhere.
So, just to well,
I like the plan of murder the old guys.
we could.
What if we just get them talking? We get them fighting
I
against
know,
each
I
other.
I mean, I
thought
look
about
like a toad
that.
still.
That's true. Get in there. Get in there. Have an opinion that they're going to disagree with, but disagree separately with. And they'll just yell at each other.
If you could get them to gather on one side of the room, I might be able to do silent image,
Ooh.
and we could kind of everybody hide behind it.
Mhm. Hey,
Alright.
McNuttons.
And slowly make our way through while you're
true.
distracting them. But because they're all spread out,
Mhm.
we'd have to get all of them onto one side of the room.
That's true. Oh wait, can we pull that map back up? So what if
Because there's 3 on one side
I
and
can
2
have
on the
if
other.
I have them all looking towards me in the front of the room, you guys can go one by one through the tunnels to the back of the room. Cause see how one of them comes out, and then
yeah.
you
and
can
then
go
we
into
could
the
slip
next one.
through. Yes.
Sure.
Do we need to do that even?
I don't know.
Like, have you distracted?
This is the most D&D.
Well, they'll see us come into the room for a moment. Yes, this is the most D&D part of the whole game. Let's do that. I'll distract them looking like a toad, and I'll have an opinion, and we'll discuss this
Ooh.
opinion.
Okay.
Hey, thanks for the
and-
follow. I am
and
not
then
your
we'll
robot.
go through that
Thank you.
right tunnel and kind of make our way over.
Behave, you two. He's got enough in his mouth.
That's
All
probably
right.
mine.
So I heard somebody was looking for McNuttons.
Yeah, McNuttons.
Oh yeah.
Do the Grung have anything against flying squirrels?
Probably.
All right, never mind. Thanks
I'm
for
just
answering
gonna
the
hang
question.
out here by this door and keep watch for you.
I take off D and Dumb's beak covers, and I start gently pushing them into the opines and reclines room.
Okay.
It's like, go have fun, boys.
Do any of you do anything about this? It's too late. They're going.
No.
That was too much hesitation. That was enough hesitation that they are now
Ooh.
free beaked. Yeah.
Thank you. The VD Zach Man just tipped for Termix or Chunk's grandfather, Kermit, the notorious and prolific drunk. Seriously, do not let him near any alcohol.
All right.
God.
Guess who one of these 5 old men is?
Oh, and that's something bad for us because we just filled up the bar. Thanks,
Oh, hey,
everybody.
there we
Thank you
go.
very much.
No.
Oh no, I should have planned out bad things for you, but we'll get to something terrible in just a minute then.
Hooray!
We'll just write terrible in my notes.
Good.
Yeah, in fact, actually, what terrible thing happens right now is as you are heading into those tunnels, because that's the plan, right? Some of you are going to go into those tunnels, and 2 birds are going in to hang out with these toads. Is that right?
I'm gonna be last to go in the tunnel in case the
Who's
bird
first?
thing goes wrong.
Who's first to
It
go in the
probably.
tunnels?
I'll go in. I want to go in like very Bruce Willis.
All right,
Crawl with my
Bruce.
crossbow out in front
Maybe
of me.
use
Is-
your dancing lights in front of
Is
him.
McNutt staying?
McNuttons.
McNuttons.
Nuttons.
McNuttons is staying at the door, back near those lavender
No, I
vines,
trust him more.
and he's keeping a watch on your escape route.
I don't like it.
Does
One
he-
cut to the membrane.
You don't
That
trust him?
squirrel's going down. Don't worry about him.
Well, Anirin says she doesn't trust him. Does he seem
Whoop.
like shifty?
Make
God.
arsenal an item for Kermit, a bottle of Southern Comfort. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
okay.
At that very moment, you see one of these toads reach under his chair and go, "Hey, guess what I found?" And it is in fact Southern Comfort from the southern parts of the river basin.
Oh, of course.
It is the most comfortable, and he just starts glugging it down.
As the birds are being shoved slowly inside, can I look over at McNutton and see if he's looking shifty at all, or
Sure,
like-
if you want to
like
make a quick
untrustworthy?
insight check on McNuttons.
Yeah.
Checking to see if a squirrel's looking squirrely.
Exactly. Ooh, that's a pretty good roll. Dirty 20.
You gather that he has a vested interest in you succeeding, because
Great.
he does want that enormous rack that his friend has carved his summer vacation
Okay,
on.
cool.
And so you think that at the very least he's got your back until you get back with that.
Fair.
Okay.
What are the birds doing? What are the Tweedledee doing?
The tweets are heading in, and as tweets do, they're discussing nothing of import, and arguing and creating a thread. And they just keep going back and they're like, what, did you do it? I didn't do it. You didn't do it. I didn't push you. You pushed me. I didn't push you if somebody else pushed you. And with that's enough chattering that the toads look up and notice and go, oh, what is this? Why are all these people here? Oh, it sounds like a lot of fun. Come in here, you birds. I love birds.
We're gonna slip down that
Going
tunnel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast
tunnel.
the dancing lights ahead of.
All right.
Tira.
So you're gonna leave your two bird buddies here with the toads.
Yeah, they all like to
but-
talk.
buddies-
It's gonna be fine.
Buddies is a loose term for us, right?
If you want, you can make a quick. We're gonna call an Arcana check
Mm,
to know something about Aarakocras.
Hmm.
12.
12.
16.
All right. 12. You know that Aarakocra have a tie to the plane of air. 16. You know that when groups of 5 or more Aarakocra are gathered together,
Shit.
they can open something to the plane of air and bring in help.
Oh my god.
And so if you lose one of those two,
Oh no.
you will be down to 4.
Oh no.
But if you have 5,
Oh,
you
no.
may be able to perform the ritual dance that is required to summon an air elemental.
We need the boys back. Go get the idiots.
I'm gonna go in as the McGrung and be like, oh, I'm so sorry, gentlemen. I'm so sorry to interrupt. My friends here seem to have lost their way. I'll take them back now.
Well, while you do that, they notice you, and also you don't belong there. Well, the birds don't, and they don't know you, and simultaneously, a bad thing happens.
Oh God.
no.
There are 2 people left alone in the Termites Pass,
Oh God.
which isn't quite named correctly because they're termites. They're much bigger than termites. They're as big as you are because they dug holes big enough for you to walk through. And you find yourself with 2 of them passing through towards you, attracted to your lights and attracted to you. They seem to be blind, but that doesn't seem to matter to them as they can hone in on your location.
Blinded by the light.
And so we're going to get back to what's going on in the room. I'm going to need some initiative from the people who are fighting
Oh,
termites.
Crap.
You two.
That's me. I got a 7.
That's what I like to hear.
Mhm.
Because they got a 19 and also a 7.
12.
Nice.
All right, and there are 2 of them. And what did Anarin get?
12.
12. All right. So, Anarin,
Don't fuck this up, guys.
We gotta be quiet.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
kill
think
the
they're gonna
fuck
hear
out of
you
these
with
termites.
your dex is going to be higher than theirs, and so.
Hey, thanks for the sub. I am not
Yeah.
your robot. And Lagan Wagon,
What?
starring Bobcat Goldthwait as Steve Fish Silverhurry, a young thief trying to find his
Just
way
got
in the
that.
world.
No. All right, Steve Fish Silverhurry.
Steve Fish Silver. Because Bobcat Goldthwait.
This is the most crowded. Like, everyone is robbing this vault today. I'm gonna have to
Came
work
on
on
the
my
wrong
We
Bobcat
all got the
Goldwave.
memo.
I'm not sure how my Bobcat's
We
gonna
shouldn't
be.
have posted on the talk boards. On the
We'll,
chat
we'll,
boards.
we'll get to him in a second.
Good, I like a Bobcat.
All right, so let's start out that first the first terrament termite is going to attack. Which one of you is in front?
I'm in front.
All
It's
right,
all for
good. It
me.
misses you.
Oh, good.
But it is now Aaron's turn. You see these massive termites that have come out of the woodwork, as it were.
I am going to use lightning lure,
Ooh.
All right.
and it's
It's very important. That it's
very
purple.
important. Does it just work?
Oh no, they have to make a strength
Let's
save.
look it up.
13.
How does lightning lure work?
You can read it all the time.
I don't read. I like
You
books,
create a
but I
lash
don't
of
read.
lightning energy that strikes at one creature of your choice that you can see within 15 feet of you. The target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pulled up to 10 feet in a straight line toward you, and then take 1d8 lightning damage if it is within 5 feet of you. The spell's damage increases by 1d8 when you reach 5th level, so you'd be 2d8.
Nice.
But strength
So
saving throw of
strength's
13.
13.
All right, let's see how they do.
How
And
did
it
Jack
targets
so
just one,
those
right?
adjustments? I like the no face with the
Yeah.
eyes.
You just want
It rolled an 18 on the die, so
Eh?
it's going to make that save.
Oh, I didn't.
Uh-oh.
It is not Lord, I am afraid. It is too strong. And do you have anything else for your turn?
I'm gonna move a little further back.
Okay, yeah, you can back up away from them.
Yeah.
You're gonna end up back out in that main hallway that's being lit by those blue bioluminescent plants.
Sweet.
And Tira, you've got 2 termites coming your way.
Well, they like wood, so I'm gonna shoot some directly into their mouths, and I'm gonna use my crossbow for 2 attacks.
All right,
I'm gonna do a little. That's 19 to hit for the first one,
19 is going to hit.
and that is 10 damage for that.
All right,
And I'm
cool.
just- I'm just
It's
hitting-
not looking so good. It's bloodied after that.
Sweet. I'm gonna shoot it again.
All right,
You all should stick to wood. This is a nat 20.
all right.
26.
Yeah, with a nat 20, you managed to kill it.
Oh, sweet.
The first one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Awesome.
And that's great because it was blocking the way of the second one that comes at you now because it is now its turn.
Oh no! Does he have to eat through his friend to get to me?
He does not because that would be weird.
Yes,
Instead-
eating
instead
another
of-
animal would be weird.
Yeah, it'd be weird to just
I'm
like
not eating it.
eat in the middle of a fight.
Slosh, slosh, slosh.
Let's see. Does a 16 hit you?
Yeah.
All right. It comes up to you and it strikes you for.
Ow.
Let's see how much piercing damage. Ooh, 8 piercing
Oh
damage.
shit. This is
And
getting
you're
scary.
going to need to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Ah! Constitution saving throw. Hold
You
on a
have
moment.
advantage on this.
Oh boy. Let's see. The first roll is a 12. The second roll is a 13.
All right.
13.
That makes it. And you will only take, let's see, half as much damage, but then half again because this is poison damage. And it does.
Uh-oh.
All right. So that's 16, but half of that is 8, and half of that again because you have resistance to poison from those crab legs.
Yep.
Is only 4 poison
Oh,
damage.
sweet shit. I'm almost down. Alrighty.
It's a good thing I'm
Ow!
distracted.
Owie!
All right.
Owie.
It is now the first dead termite's turn, so that makes it an Aaron's turn again. You see your friend in there fighting this termite.
Did Atira want to move at all? Did you want to leave that hole, or are you going to stay right
did
there?
you want to move?
No, I'm a dum-dum. I'm
That's
gonna keep
fair.
pushing forward. We have a job to do.
You're also in melee range, so if you tried to move,
Yeah.
Oh,
it
that's
would
fair.
Tackle
beat you.
opportunity.
I'm gonna do magic missile.
All right.
You create
Sweet.
3 purple glowing darts of magical force.
Always
Each
purple.
dart hits a creature of your choice that you can see within range.
What shape do you have them take?
Ooh.
Ooh. I want to have them look like what is that flower? Morning glory flowers.
All right. Yeah, you throw out these morning glories that kind of spin over and make their way around past your friend, and you can go ahead and roll that damage.
Let's do it.
So we roll 3 times.
So 4. 3, 2.
All right, so that's what a total of
9.
9. You've bloodied it. It looks like it's not in great shape, but it's not down yet. And
Ruh-roh.
just for the moment, while we're dealing, we'll do Atira's turn first because I think you can take it out this turn.
Sure. Yeah. So I use my crossbow again. Uh-oh. Oh no, 15 to hit.
That 15 will hit.
Sweet. And then that is 7 damage. Twang.
All right. With that, you are able to down this second terramite. But you gather that there are many terramites in these tunnels, not just those two.
Oh dear.
Meanwhile, back over in conversation land in the pines and reclines,
Oh yes.
there's old men, there's an old drunk man, and there's two birds and a toad, a young toad and many old toads.
Yes.
And yeah, what do you want to tell them? What are you trying to say to convince these guys that like this is an okay thing that's happening right now?
Oh, yes, we've captured these birds and we are taking them into the vault to run experiments on them. Yes, you see what this is for saying.
Back in my day, we didn't let anybody into the vault because that's what makes it a vault.
You know, I told them the same thing, but they don't listen to me. I'm just doing the work they're telling me to do, and I'm getting paid to do it, and I've got to do it.
Back in my day, we didn't use payment, we used honor. And if you don't have any honor and you've only got dollar bills, well, I don't want to see anything about that.
I'm so sorry. I don't want to offend you. I'm going to take them away and just leave right away.
Take them right out the door, push them into that waterfall. The birds, I hate the birds. Why, I hate the birds too.
Oh yes, the birds are terrible, awful.
Worst.
They're the ridiculous birds. I can't even stand their stench. Let's go.
Kermit gets up.
Oh, great.
And he comes over and he's swinging this bottle of SoCo back and forth. And he's like, I'll show you a thing about birds. I fought a bird once with my face.
With your face.
And died because my face is so good. And I'm going to do it again to these birds.
No, there's no need to do that. We've got to run experiments.
Bad. And my face is so old. Look at her wrinkle.
This very wrinkly face, so I'm sure it would kill them, but I've got to keep them for experiment. I'm only following my orders. I've got to. I'm sorry.
Do you try to retreat back out towards the squirrel?
I'm trying to push the birds like back. Yes, it's a little bit.
Okay.
Slowly.
He's gonna keep coming because he's drunk.
So slow.
I'm going to be moving slightly, still a little bit further back, and be like. I'm going to sit him down and be like, you know what I heard?
There you go.
I heard our friend over there doesn't like Southern Comfort.
Well, that means I'm gonna drink all of it and they're not gonna get any of it.
But our other friend, remind me your name, a good sir. And I just to the
You're gonna gesture to. All right, roll me a
toads.
persuasion check to an old man toad.
16.
He says, I'm Sir Kane.
Sir Kane tells me he loves Southern Comfort and wants to drink all of it.
Whoa, what? I didn't say anything like
Oh,
that.
I heard you. Don't act like you didn't. He definitely said that.
Who is this young whippersnapper who comes in here arguing that it's making things difficult for all of us while we're moving the old
I'm going to whisper at the same time and cast message into Kermic's head to make it sound like bless you.
Thank you.
Make it sound like Sir Kane is saying like I want.
All
to.
right, it's gonna take a performance check.
That's fine. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I'm a bird. I mimic people's voices. You know. Oh yes. 28.
All right, sounds like a cock of the walk.
Nice.
Yeah. So what exactly do you say?
I'm gonna say I'll using his voice now that I've heard him speak.
I'm gonna have to hear you do this voice.
Oh God. Well, I am going to drink your Southern Comfort, you old fool.
All right. And it's well, I'm gonna not let you do that because I have all of it over here, and you're gonna have to come get it from me because I don't want to share my Southern Comfort with you. How about that?
He sounds like a woo girl.
And then he like leans over to one side where he thinks there's a chair, but he's wrong. And he just like tumbles off to the side, but he saves his Southern Comfort. Actually, he's got to make a check.
During this confusion.
He saves his Southern Comfort.
During this confusion, can we start edging back again, like further away?
You can attempt a stealth check. However, you're going to have to also get these two birds with you to try to make a stealth check too.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
And they are not going to be very good at it.
I'm going instead. Then I'm going to say to the other gentleman watching these two argue. I'm gonna like, I'm so sorry, gentlemen. We must leave. thank you for your assistance, and I apologize for interrupting. And then just like start walking.
That's the
away.
thing with young people today is they all think that they can just interrupt and walk away and oh, it will be okay. But I've lost my train of thought. And back in my day, we didn't have trains. It was very exciting the first time somebody rode a train. Oh yes, I remember it well. Do you remember it well? And then they get distracted by opining on what makes the best length of track.
Great, and that gives us an opening to leave.
That gives you an opening to leave. And you're fortunate that one of these people has fallen down and is very busy with his Southern Comfort because he thought there was a chair where there is no chair. And so yeah, you can scoot your way back out. You can make that stealth check though.
Oh, sure. Use a reroll. Much better.
Gonna make
17.
them for your buddies.
17.
They're surprisingly good at stealthing
Yes.
with you, and I'm disappointed. But yes, you managed to make your way up towards those little cave entrances where your friends just emerged. You see that one of them, Matira, is injured, and you also see that they are not still in those those little tunnels.
Oh no.
I have an herbalist kit. If you wanna not.
I don't know if that's
If you
gonna
wanna get
heal
high.
very well.
Uh,
I'll let you make a quick check with your herbalist kit and
Okay.
wisdom to just have a thought.
You can only have a thought with the herbalist kit.
It's an off-brand
What'd
use
you
of the
get?
herbalist
What'd you
kit.
get?
Bad thought. It's
Well-
a 5.
Oh, it's a 5. Yeah, you definitely don't think anything could possibly repel insects.
Oh no.
I'm gonna reach down and do a second level cure wounds
Okay.
on Atira.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh boy. How much? I'm
getting there. Well, that's a metal die. I was not expecting a metal die. Ooh, pretty good. 12 plus 3, 15.
15. Hell yeah. Let's
Nice.
go.
All right, so you back up to full.
Bloop. No, not even close. I'm
Okay.
at 22 out of 34.
All right,
I guess
that's not too bad. Not too bad. Okay,
I was at 7, so thank you.
that's a good place to be.
Mhm.
Then yeah, you've healed up. You think that the opines and reclines are a little bit too busy dealing with accidentally reclining too far and opining too much. But that also means that you don't get to read any of the fun books that they have.
No.
And maybe it might not be the best idea to try to pass through that room.
Yes. I think our plan is shot, and we've got to go the long way around, or at least we can't use the tunnel that goes that way. But it looks like you had trouble. What happened?
There's real big termites. Real big, mean termites.
So maybe we
I
shouldn't
had to
go
kill
through?
these two, and I point to the corpses. These guys.
Okay. Maybe we just try the main route and see how that goes.
I feel like the main routes are gonna be populated, man. I
What?
thought that the termites, we can hack our way through these guys pretty easily.
All right. If that's what you think, maybe we can go through that tunnel instead of going to the right, going to the left, and then popping in the main room for a
To the
moment.
grub hub.
I guess, but I don't know where else to go.
Let's try
Can
the
I see
grub hub.
map again.
I'm hungry.
Oh yes, pull that map up. What you?
Wachoop.
I don't know.
Wachoop.
This is my
map
if
sound.
we pass by the barrack, maybe
Yes.
that'll be a good thing.
Well, we've already taken
Oh,
out 2
map.
on this route, so we could.
I thought you were just staring at me like, what?
Oh.
Tell you what, the two of you who have fought the termites can make a quick nature check.
Nature check. I roll nature for freedom. 16.
16. All right. They couldn't see you
They're
because they are blind.
They're dum-dums.
Oh, but the light.
They must have been able to detect you from the light wouldn't have affected them either.
Okay.
They wouldn't have noticed the
They're
light.
blind.
So that must have been something else that they used to detect you. Like
I
a
start
smell.
rolling myself in the corpse of the termites we just killed so that I smell like a termite.
All right. All right.
I joined him.
All right. All right.
But we
everyone's
do not
bathing
explain
in
this to
termite
Clurick in the
pheromones.
least. We just start rolling in termite corpse. Just
I love it. I love it.
My friends have gone crazy.
All right.
I'm going to accept that my friends have gone crazy.
Do you tell anyone else to do this?
I guess once I'm fully covered, once I know I'm okay, I'll be like, yeah, Clue, you're probably gonna want to roll in this corpse.
Get in there.
I made it extra smushy for you. It's ready for you.
Clue, at this moment, you don't even need to make an insight check. You succeed on it to realize this may or may not work. But they definitely are now covered in termite gunk.
I think I'm good. You
But-
look
but-
great, though.
But they're blind. They can smell us, you see? But now we smell like them.
Something
Yeah.
tells me it might not just... Okay. You go ahead then, and you...
I start smearing it on Clue's face while he's talking.
Oh, God. It's so rancid.
I like take off, you know, like an uncooked crab leg when you pop it and it has a horrible pink goo. I do that to one of
Like
the terramite's
bees.
legs, and I just like pop it and I start pouring it over Clue, pouring it over the Tweetles, and
Oh, my
Tweedledee
plumage.
and Tweedledum, if
was
you
so
tell
clean.
them that this is what must be done, they will do it.
Yeah.
Because that rhymes, and therefore they are bound to it.
I think we also.
I'll remember that.
Sure. It's probably the noise, but also... I don't know.
didn't think about
I know,
noise.
but Clue doesn't know. So I will not talk.
Can we
So...
grab some of those iridescent flowers.
If I pick some of the iridescent plant, is it still iridescent? Bioluminescent?
Do you want to pick one of them?
I would pick one.
It does glow for a little bit, but you can tell that it starts fading.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So it might be you might be able to keep it glowing for a little while, but not indefinitely.
Yes.
And you
No,
just
I
killed
don't
it.
think so.
Mm.
So that's...
It's a beautiful flower.
And you killed it.
You can roll a
Sounds
nature check to see if you appreciate nature enough to realize what you've done.
Natural 20.
You realize that these are an endangered species.
Wow.
And you just
Yikes.
picked one up to be like, I wonder what the fuck this is. Oh, it's probably the last of its kind.
Wow.
To be fair,
Dodo of
Thing.
flowers.
it was a science experiment, and I discovered that it does wilt if I pick it. So, like
But-
flowers normally would do, and I should have known that. And
Maybe you should just stick to stealing, Clue.
I think this blood is making me stupider.
I just
But with that nature check, I will also give you that you recognize this is not the only plant here. There
Ooh,
was a plant when you came in,
Oh.
lavender,
lavender.
vine,
lavender.
which has a very strong smell to it.
Oh. I run back, and I don't
start-
run back. I
No.
inch past the light.
Okay,
Nice, nice.
you can make a stealth check because you are going past that room again.
Oh, not great. 7.
Uh-oh.
I still look like a grung though.
You make it past, but you are forced to listen to a discussion from
Wait,
the
I don't have the
toads.
birds with me now, at least, so it's
That's
just
true.
me.
That's true. So I'm gonna need you to tell me 3 things that you hate it when old people talk about around you,
Oh God.
and one of those will be what they're discussing.
3 things about how I need to find a job that pays better.
Well, why don't the young people just marry? Like, why can't they find somebody that they love? I don't understand. Because that's where they'd go immediately.
Oh, probably.
They're like, yes, young people, no, they're the worst. They get terrible jobs, and then they sleep around. They
Oh,
put their
yes.
cloacas
Of
on
course,
display for
yes.
everyone. It's terrible. It's the worst.
Oh, I
And
don't
what's the world coming to? These cloaca people.
I completely
Oh, my.
agree. The cloaca's running rampant,
And now they notice you.
Why did they already notice me?
Oh no,
No,
you just had to.
It's what you were going to be forced to listen to, but now
Oh,
you
You
participated.
agreed. They turn and they look to you and they say, "Hey, see, you know, cloacas belong somewhere else. Oh, back in my day when we had a cloaca, why we didn't parade it around everywhere like you, Arthur. You old.
My cloaca is covered. I would never.
Oh, yes, you old-fashioned. Yes, come in
course,
here.
old
Come
soul,
in here.
yes, wonderful.
Would you like some Southern
Wonderful.
comfort? You can't have it. I'm drinking it. It's mine, and it's not for anybody else.
You know what? I think I might have a bottle of Something Comfort in the hallway.
I'll come out to the hallway.
Oh,
with
no. You stay here. I don't want you to spill any
I
more
want
of
to
your...
help, and he's going to get up. And then he's going to think that was another chair, and he's wrong.
Yeah, don't hurt yourself, please. Let me get it for you.
Oh,
That
thank
way-
God he saved his Southern comfort.
Oh, good. I don't spill any of your SoCo. I will get you some more.
Yeah.
So you stay right here, nurse that bottle, and I'll go get mine. It's much
Back
bigger.
in my day, the nurses, they wore funny little hats, and now they just wear masks all the
We-
time,
we
and I
need-
don't think that that's a very fashionable statement for a nurse.
We need more nurse hats in this world. I agree.
Oh, I'm glad you keep engaging in our discussion.
Yes,
That keeps my attention on you in such a delightful way that even when I try to distract myself with my other thoughts, I am brought back to you.
You keep looking at me when you talk, so I keep thinking you're talking to me.
That's how the young people do it now.
What do you think about nurse hats?
Everything's about them. Why, they tweet about things. They're all about them. They're
I'm leaving.
so excited. Oh, show me off. You may sneak away with a stealth check again.
God damn it.
Oh my god.
Oh, 12.
You managed to evade them
Good.
long enough to get past the light. You can get to that lavender vine.
Cool. I will take out my short sword and cut off some of the lavender. It's in vines, you said,
It
right?
is in vines.
So I'll get enough pieces of vine that would go around, like draped around the necks of all of us.
Okay, all right, you can get enough for everybody. All right, that's going to give you disadvantage on your stealth check back. Because you are carrying 6 people's vines. Well, 5.
What about if I fly above towards the ceiling?
I cast Silent Image to make it look like just the wall on the other side of the cavern.
All right. So if
Okay.
you're going to block it, flying wouldn't have helped you because it's not high enough. It's not like a...
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Because you're in a tunnel.
I wasn't sure how big it was.
But yeah, with Silent Image, you're able to keep those men from seeing those old toads, and they keep discussing. They're like, oh, back in my day, where we were called an invasive species, but now the youngins, they're just eating each other. It's terrible. You identify that this is Mr. Sir Cane Toad having this discussion, and yeah, you're able to make your way back. You have enough wreaths for everybody, but everyone is also covered in termite goo. But now you're covered in termite goo and have pretty flowers.
Oh boy.
Okay. Just keep these around you. They smell strong. Perhaps them.
Clue, you got me flowers?
I did.
Thank you.
Just don't eat them.
Oh.
Should we try to go through the tunnels now?
I pick off a tiny bit of my lavender and I make a tiny little wreath for the baby in my mouth.
I said, don't eat it.
I'm not eating it. I'm
Oh,
putting
well,
it
You
on the
succeed
baby.
at whatever check is involved in
Gotta
that.
protect the baby.
It's adorable. The only problem is because it's a tadpole, it doesn't like stay on as there's no purchase for it. So you just have like a little wreath of flowers in your mouth that the tadpole keeps swimming through.
Yay! Oh, it's learning tricks.
Exercise.
Yep. At this point, the tadpole, since you have helped it out of its little eggshell, you're probably well served to pour some water in there so that you've got a little bit more of a bulbous sac, and space to keep this.
The bulbiest. Yes.
Yes. But yeah, you have managed to evade 5 old men.
Damn it.
Drinking.
Again.
Again.
It has been a drain on everyone's resources, but you have done it.
Pokemon Lucario, so that you know what I'm talking. I'm playing a pelican Aarakocras, so I have a big old swollen waddle thing under my beak, and there's a baby in there. And I'm keeping
Bulbous
safe.
one David Bowie would be envious of.
Poor Lucario must have been imagining something terrible right there. But yes, you have in your pelican brief, where, as it were, you have your new adopted son.
Yay!
Adopted? That's another word for it.
Kidnapped, forcibly adopted.
Yes.
Drafted.
All right, so what's your plan? Your plan is to try to go back into these smaller tunnels?
Yeah.
I think so. I think trying to push
Yeah,
through.
smell like guts and lavender. What could go wrong?
And this time we have Tweedledee and Tweedledum, and I will lash their beaks back shut.
You
Good
would
idea.
know that if you keep their beaks lashed shut, they cannot participate in the ritual to summon an air elemental if you need them to do so.
Tweedles.
Yeah. Wait, me or him? Him or me? What about him? You can talk first, and then I'll talk second. You can talk second, then I'll
Clasp their
talk
beak
first.
shut.
And what?
For now, until I tell you, you must keep your beaks quiet and not make a beep. Understood? Nod your head, if you understand.
You're holding their beaks. Yes, we understand.
Shit.
Oh.
Don't speak. Just nod your head if you understand. Okay.
There we go. All right.
Great.
So when it's time, I'm gonna summon an elemental. It's gonna be great. But until then, don't talk. All right? Just don't talk.
It'll be okay.
Sorry, it's a reflex. I put it. Down.
They look at each other a lot, and they wonder, why are they here with you?
Okay. Atira,
Ding, ding. Yeah.
you want to lead the way again?
Yeah.
Are you okay with that?
Oh yes, of course. Uh-oh.
What the?
Uh-oh. Hello?
I
What?
lost mine too, but I could keep talking.
Oh, we're back. That was weird.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you're gonna try to go into those tunnels, one of the things that you might notice about them is that tunnel that you can get to nearby,
Mhm.
avoiding the tongue lasher barrack,
Yes.
which you didn't get to see what a tongue lasher is. Might
I
be
think I'm
good
okay
or
with
bad.
Well, for a grung, it might be very good.
It's great for a grunt. You do know that tunnel
have
only
weakness.
opens up back into a Pines and Reclines except for one little part. And as you search it, you do run into more of those termites, but they don't seem to pay you much regard.
Now we don't know which one did it.
I know. I was thinking that.
Real quick, there's
Yes,
an
it's your-
excellent pun in the chat that I have to talk about. I have to wait until another game because I've already made Keth, the one-eyed dwarven fighter, ex-captain. His name used to be Keith, but he lost an eye in the war.
I'm delighted. I'm delighted by this. So as you make your way through there, you can come out to the grub hub, and at that point you will notice that there seems to be somebody climbing on a wall. Actually, make a perception check.
Perception
They
check.
deliver-
You notice that there's a man climbing on the wall.
Now 13.
Yes,
Yeah.
that'll do it. They
17.
look a little bit silverfishy, as they climb along the wall.
Oh,
Oh
good.
boy.
And they look out and wait, do your Bobcat impression again, and I'm gonna try to copy it.
Your lugubriousness. All right, we're gonna do it. There it is.
Yes.
Well, hi guys. You here to rob this place too? 'Cause I am.
Yeah. I mean, we are.
Oh, I'm not supposed to be so friendly. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be standoffish
Who sent
because
you?
I'm a thief.
Well, we're thieves too, but you don't have to be standoffish.
Oh, we can be thief friends.
Yeah,
I
we
like
can
to
be
be thief friends.
My understanding is there's enough enormous racks to go around, so you're welcome
Oh
to a cut.
yeah, that sounds good.
All right, but here's the deal, stranger. You just can't take the one that's etched with somebody's summer vacation, okay?
Oh,
That-
that's all right. I just want that nice shiny gold one.
Why you can't take?
Wait,
that
you
one
can't
yet.
take the gold one, you piece of shit!
What? Huh? Who? Hey,
That's
oh,
for us.
What?
That's
No,
what we're
don't
here
do
for.
this. I'm in a silver hurry. You can't do that.
Wait, who sent you?
I sent myself because I am the greatest thief in all of the Rel Sea and the Tense River Basin.
What's her name?
I'm Steve Fish Silver Hurry.
Have I ever heard of him?
Yes.
No.
You have heard of me just now. I'm telling you about me now. I'm Steve Fish Silver Hurry. The greatest thief in all the river basin.
Oh yes, Steve Fish, Silver. Of course. How could I
If you
forget?
want, you can also history check.
Oh my god.
I might have to kill him, but
History?
I like him.
11. Wow.
You have heard of him.
Oh,
Ooh.
shit.
Oh no.
Is he dangerous?
No.
Great.
But
Is
at
he
the
actually
same
good
time,
at his
the
job?
same time, he has managed to make it all the way over here. He's beat you here, and he did it solo.
So, Steve Fish.
Yeah,
So I tell you what.
I'll tell you what too.
Great.
Yes,
uh,
please. I don't know.
So, here's the thing. You're doing great.
Yeah, I am.
Yes.
I picked that lock on the front door. I even locked it back up. So
How
no
did
one will notice that we were here.
the way that you locked the door behind you while being inside of it is clear.
Oh
skill.
yeah, that's what the mark of professional is.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, thank you.
And, thank you, Arsenal
Oh my
UK, for
God.
Dick Dog Copperpaws, Steve Fish,
Oh my
Silver Hurry's
God.
partner.
It is at this point that you notice that behind you there's a man with two hand crossbows.
Oh,
That
shit.
he is able to not only keep loaded, but spin around his fingers while he does so. And he says, Who you talking to there, my buddy?
Oh, he's my new friends. They said that they wanted to give up all their gems and stuff because they walked into a trap.
No, we did not say that at
Whoa.
all.
I'm sorry. I finished the end part. You walked into a trap. That's what I'm saying.
You set this trap for us without knowing we were
What?
coming?
That's how good a thief I am.
Oh no.
Oh.
Wow.
I'm gonna need everything you got. What you got on you that's nice? Dick Dog, go ahead. You can pause their copper anytime if they step out of line.
I'm gonna inch towards the front and be like, listen, it's going to be fine. Don't worry.
Yeah,
and then
it'll all be over soon.
I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave at second level.
All right. At which one of them? Because they're on opposite sides.
They
They have pincer moved you in.
I'm gonna do the one with the crossbows they pointed at us.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast
Huh?
Silverfish while he's doing that.
Wow. You're just like,
I'm the greatest.
Ah.
Oh my God, 6 raiders
Danny
have come
Pinto.
in.
Oh,
Thank you
welcome,
for the
Raiders.
raid.
Thank you.
Welcome, friends. How's it going? We're fighting a couple of characters.
Why are you bringing weapons to this gunfight?
Unload crossbow.
I will allow you all to roll your initiatives.
All right.
Good thing I rolled
Oh
well.
man, Steve Fish just rolled a 2.
I got a 6.
You're
12.
gonna murder him.
Ooh.
I got a dirty 20.
Y'all were playing Yakuza. How was it?
All right.
Oh.
I haven't played that yet. I've been wanting to.
Yeah.
all right. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed what an Aaron got. You got a 12?
Yeah.
Great. And a Tira was a 6. And let's see where Dagger Paws. Oh, he rolled a 19.
Hi, Brozar.
That's what makes him the good thief, because he got the drop on you.
That's fair.
And I've decided he just has the same voice as Silverfish because life's easier for me that way. So Copper.
Hey, right, Tron.
thanks for the subscribe.
Oh,
Oh, and
nice.
Zach, my man, thanks for gifting that sub to Danny Pinto.
All right.
It was a fun old time. So I'm glad to hear it. Thanks for joining us.
And then Steve Fish.
Steve Fish, he's he's in such trouble. Oh my God, you all surrounded me. I can't believe that you did that. Hey.
Oh, wait, I rolled a 20.
Oh, you rolled a 20. Oh, you just barely beat Copper.
Yeah.
Nice.
I want to get my Thunder Wave off before he shoots me.
All right, yeah. Which one are you gonna pop it on?
The Dagger Paws, that one.
All right.
Con save, 14.
All right, let's see how it does. He fails. What happens when he fails this? Tell me about
I'm going to take my loot out as I was like moving up and just do like a power chord and just it's gonna radiate that Thunder Wave and it's
Nice.
he's gonna be pushed 10 feet back and he takes 3d8 damage.
All right.
Let me do that really quick. Where's another d8? Where'd you go? There you go.
They're in there. Promise.
I rolled well. So it's 14 and 6, so 20.
All right. Yeah, he takes 20 damage, and he looks bloodied after that. He
And
looks
he's gonna
like
gets pushed back 10
he's
feet.
pushed back 10 feet, but he slides. Like he stands and he takes it, and he slides back, and he's still holding his two hand crossbows, and he does an unnecessary extra spin of both of them, just to show off that he is not afraid of you, even though he is past bloodied. Because the great thief, he steals victory from the jaws of defeat, and this is his plan right now. And so he takes those and he's going to point them back
Oh.
behind him, and he's going to fire one towards the tongue lasher barrack.
Oh, shit.
See if he hits. He misses with that one,
Oh, good.
and it goes wide. And he goes, "Oh, damn it!" And then he doesn't look, just takes the other one. And he does hit.
Oh, no.
You watch it fly off into the darkness, and you hear a thunk as it sinks into something fleshy.
Oh, boy.
And I have to roll another initiative. It's a 5. All right. And he says, "Well, I don't think that you're gonna like what's coming. Maybe you'd prefer to stay on my team instead of against it." And
I recall you attacking us.
Well, actually, the first person to do any damage would definitely be you. You murdered. You tried to push me back.
You said it was a trap.
You said it was a
was.
trap, and
You
you
said
pulled
you were-
weapons on us, you spinny bitch.
Yeah,
And you were
yeah,
gonna
but
steal
you
all
got
our
the drop
stuff.
on me when we dropped on you, and so I'm gonna turn it about on you with a Uno card reverse.
I only understood about a third of what you just said.
Well, where I'm from, we have, and that's more than 6 seconds, so it's a narrow.
Should I attack him?
I'm gonna fucking kill this dude.
I think we can try. I don't think that. How big are these toads? We don't know.
Oh God.
No, we had tongue lash. We don't know what that means yet, but it's
Yeah,
bad.
that sounds- yeah,
That's
that
what
sounds
just
bad.
got shot, and it's angry. But I don't think these idiots could save us from it either, so I figure.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna Eldritch blast his ass.
All right.
Yay.
The same one or silverfish?
Kind of want to go for the guy that you attacked.
Sure,
actually.
do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Does a 9 hit?
Well, thanks for the follow, Super Jump to Burn.
Okay, you have two
Oh, I
of
think I
them.
said
Yeah, thanks for the follow. No, unfortunately, that does not.
Does a
No.
25
Natural
hit?
20.
Holy hell.
It's close, but yes. roll up the damages.
Oh,
So you double
only
the
get-
die. So it's
It'll do it
9.
automatically.
9.
It didn't.
It didn't?
No, it.
They did do 2 die,
Nobody.
but I only get one of them.
Oh no. So your Eldritch Blast is 2d10. Oh no, it's 1d10. You're right.
Yeah,
Good.
it's 1d10.
Okay. All right. So 9 damage. All right. That's enough. That he falls to the ground and says, "Well, I didn't expect. Oh, my face!" And he sizzles with
shit.
eldritch energy as he collapses to the ground. And you see Tongue Lasher look and go, "My brother, no! Why?
So
Oh no!"
Oh no.
And
Oh,
then
no.
it is Atira's turn.
Hey, real quick, you wanted to steal an enormous rack instead of dying? You piece of shit.
It's not a very nice thing to call me when I'm mourning my brother. Yes.
All right, you're coming with us, but if you make one move toward that golden antler, you're a dead man. You understand me?
Oh, I think I understand you.
What'd your brother shoot?
What?
What'd your brother shoot?
Well, he shot one of the tongue lashers.
What does that mean?
Oh, they're like big old frogs, but they pierce their tongues.
Great, you're going first.
No, what? No, I'm not. You're ahead of me in initiative. That's how the game works.
I was hoping this conversation would get us out of this combat and into another one.
Oh no, it's one whole combat now that's
Fuck.
gotten more complicated
All
with
right.
a
Well, in
thing
that
on
case,
it.
there's no reason for me to keep this dude alive, so I'm gonna shoot him.
You're shooting Silverfish?
Shooting
Steve?
silverfish.
All right.
Oh, the first one's a 10 to hit. That's not very good.
Oh no! Smack!
And the second one's a 10 to hit. That's also not very
Oh
good.
no! This is the opposite of becoming friends.
And that's my fucking
I
turn.
like how you convinced him to join us and then shot him.
I hadn't made up my mind.
Well, what I see here is that I don't want to deal with any of you. I'm just gonna go and become a nebulous force that you've got to worry about when I pop out. And with that, he's going to start doing a little dance. He's like, I like to do it like this, and a little bit like this, and then kapoosh, and he drops a fog cloud
Oh no.
right where he is. So you cannot see him, and you're not sure exactly where he's gone. But you can gather that if he's a rogue, like you assume he is, because like he used thieves' tools to get in instead of a pickaxe.
Death likes cats. Thank you for the cheers.
Yes, well, yeah.
The big old
Yeah,
unicorn.
he takes the hide action and he seems to have hidden himself away so that his voice can just echo out when I feel like it needs to.
All right, you sneaky bitch. I'll get you later.
I think we should leave the tunnel. Go
Okay.
forward.
Yeah, forward towards the tongue piercer.
No, the other way. Tongue piercers are behind us.
You're gonna go towards the grub hub.
The grub hub. To the grub hub.
Okay.
All right.
Are we still in initiative or?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just yelling at you to tell you what to do
Who,
next.
who do you think is the furthest south in your group? The closest to the tongue lashers and the furthest from
I
the
did
grub?
Thunderwave, so that'd be me.
All right. There's going to be one attack at you then.
Ruh-roh.
Ooh. They rolled a 19 on the die.
Oh,
So that's going to hit you.
That hits.
It's one of them great horrible peepers. But instead of just being a horrible peeper, somebody has pierced its tongue
and it has two sharp claws that are pointing up and down. You imagine that this is very difficult to keep in your mouth most of the time, but when its tongue out at you, it does extra slashing damage. I'm gonna shut up.
Oh, no.
All right, let me make sure I've got the right stats up for it.
Ooh, thanks for the radar of
I
chaos.
don't know.
All right, and it's gonna do.
Take my time like you. Oh.
Ooh, it does 12 piercing damage,
12.
and it does some poison damage as well. It does 2 poison damage, but
Wait!
you.
RF
yeah.
Chaos, thank you for the raid!
Oh,
Hey,
yeah!
friends, welcome. Huh?
I did that already. And
Did you?
You were distracted with the popcorn.
I was hungry. And I'm just, no one's eating popcorn as slowly as Logan eats popcorn. She like puts one kernel in her mouth and doesn't chew for like 10 minutes.
She's savoring the
I
flavor.
like to make it soft.
Hey, yo.
All right, so you can have that damage.
Yeah.
Because you have eaten those crab legs,
Yeah.
and so you only take 1 poison damage
So
instead.
13 total.
That sounds right.
Yes, cool.
But you must make me you are grappled.
Oh, no.
But the good
yeah.
news is that means it cannot tongue lash another target.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It is now your turn, Clue.
I can see it?
Yes, you can see it. It's come out. It's come close enough. It's backlit from where you are. So ahead of you, there's this cloud of fog that I'm in here somewhere is hiding, and behind you is this backlit dire spring peeper.
How far away is it?
It's within about 10 feet because it has you in its tongue.
Excellent. In that case.
And you are at this time restrained by it.
No.
Oh, restrained, not grappled?
Yes. When you are grappled, you're restrained by it.
Oh, I see, I
Should
see.
have been more explicit. I apologize.
Okay, no, that's
But
okay.
yeah.
That means that I can't cast any spells then, can
I believe with restrained, let me see. Let me double check. I believe you can still cast spells, but you have disadvantage on just a lot of things.
Oh, I see.
I'll
Hi,
bring up the
Muskin.
rules and make sure I have the right ones.
Speed becomes 0. Oh, I see.
Yeah. You do gather that if it gets you the next turn, it may be able
What
to
does
eat
that
you.
mean?
Thank you, Bard of Blind. Says, wait, y'all are eating popcorn together? You know what that means to the kids these days? It's sharing popcorn, Bard. But yeah, I guess you're right.
I don't
embarrassed.
get that at all.
I'm not aware
I
of
learned
that.
last night.
Well, kids these days, they
We're
do
old.
strangest things with popcorn.
I don't even want to know. I
No,
think.
you don't.
I don't think I
You
wanna
don't
know.
want to know either. Nobody wants to know.
We'll
Oh my
circle
gosh.
back on
I'm not
that.
yucking anybody's yum, but you don't want to know.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're restrained. Your
Okay.
speed is 0. Attack rolls have advantage on you, and you have disadvantage
No.
on your own attack rolls.
And then I will, I'll look at it again and be like, well, let's try this again. And I'll do another power chord and I'll cast Thunder Wave.
All right, cool. And it's got to make a saving throw for that. Yeah.
Yes.
It rolls a 1.
Sweet. I didn't say what I was gonna do, so I'll do a second level again.
Okay.
I was gonna do
That's
it higher, but that's okay.
All right.
3d8 again. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Oh, not as good. 16.
All right. Yeah, you do a whole good boatload of damage to it. It's not quite bloodied yet though, but it does look like that was
And
a pretty good hit.
then my bonus action, I will give another. I will do my Mantle of Inspiration, and I will grant 8 temporary hit points to each of my friends.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
And
8, you said?
Tweedledee.
All right.
Sorry, Tweedledum.
Oh, I guess
I think I already had 8
maybe
temporary.
they can help.
Do I have
They
16
can
now?
probably.
Would you
What?
like them
I
to
had
help?
8 temporary already. Do I have 16 now?
I don't remember if that was before you went down or not.
Temporary hit points don't stack,
long do
so
they
if you
allow?
have them from multiple sources, you just have.
You have
to
8 now.
Oh.
So
All
you
right.
have
Hey,
8
Crimson
now.
Rockstar, thank you for the sub. I appreciate
And
it.
then
2
you
months in a
can
row.
each move. Thanks. You can each move up to your speed if you like.
Hmm.
So if you want to get in front of me or anything, or behind.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. Clue, that was your turn. So next up, Anarin.
Oh. Okay. I'm going to.
I'm a fighter, Bard. I'm a fighter.
And it's a sorcerer.
Yeah, and Aaron is a
Close?
sorcerer, but
Should
has
I get
warlock
close and try to
abilities
cut its tongue off?
because of
You
their
could
school.
try.
Her
I
school.
mean, I'm not really up close, but
You're right behind me, so you just gotta
Yeah.
lean around. Yeah, you could do that.
yeah,
You could use Firebolt too.
yeah. I'll do that actually. I'll
Alright.
do Firebolt.
If
Alright.
his tongue is around me, he can't use it to hurt anybody else.
A sword lock.
That's correct.
But I could
If you cut it off, that's fair.
sever it.
You want
Yeah.
to try? You could try to do that with a Firebolt.
I'm gonna try to sever his tongue with Firebolt.
Whoa!
All right. So 5th edition doesn't have called shots, so you'll have to kill him.
Oh, I
But
see.
you
Got it,
can
got
kill
it.
him by aiming for his tongue.
There you go.
I'm gonna aim
That's
for his
flavor.
tongue.
Whoa, what edition had called shots? That's cool.
Called shots, I think, was 2nd edition had called shots,
Oh,
and they were a
that's dope.
terrible idea because you could be like, "I see that man in plate mail. I would like to shoot at his eye slit," and you just had a -4 to your attack because it was a called shot instead of paying
Oh.
attention to his plate mail.
That's
Oh,
fun.
wow.
Does an 11 hit?
An 11? Uh-oh. Yes.
Oh, really?
Oh.
So are you a
Yes.
Sorlock or a Sorcerer?
A sorcerer.
How much damage do you do?
I do.
You got this.
I got this.
Yeah.
13.
13.
13. All right. It's bloodied, but it's still
Look, look,
standing.
look, 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 look. That's ridiculous.
Tira, it's your turn.
That's me.
Can you defeat this before it eats Clue?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for my great sword this time,
All right.
and I'm gonna slashy slash.
Okay.
I'm gonna do ooh-wee, that's a 16 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
All right, so that is yes, 11 damage.
You cut off the tongue, and blood
Yes!
spurts out as its tongue
more
rolls
blood.
back and smacks him in the face, and it falls down defeated. You still have the tongue wrapped around you, but you can start to move out of it, and you notice that it does have this like double-edged dagger inside of it. If you decide to take that out, you have a cool ass dagger.
I would like a cool ass dagger.
You have a cool ass dagger.
Where are you gonna keep it?
That's for me to know and you to find out. In my cloaca. Sorry.
Back in my
The
day.
Cloaca Adventures. That's what
The
we're gonna
Zackman
rename
man,
this.
holy shit.
Oh, shit.
DM powers to the magical, masterful,
fuck.
and sometimes maniacal Dino.
Okay. Crap. Here we go. Okay. So I'm going to take my ass dagger and
Whoa,
I
whoa,
will.
whoa, 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 Dino! We gotta get the timer up. Holy shit!
Oh, where's the timer? Oh, it's all the way
I
over
don't know,
there.
man.
Oh no!
Just
Oh no!
give-
All right.
Give it a sec. You just have to use it before the session is over. You don't literally have to use it right just
You
now.
want to use it
But it's up to
right
you.
this now? Are you
It's
using
up
it
to
this
you.
second?
I'm gonna do it right now. Yes.
Right just
Okay.
now. All
Yes.
right.
Now that we've killed the
Let
thingy.
me
Oh, wait, hold
get it
on.
reset
Okay.
since I was moving it. We'll just wait that long. This is the pensive build up. And now I shut my mouth.
Okay. So after storing our new dagger, we shoved the carcass of the toad into the entryway of the hole so that it's blocked, and then we start to make our way through the tunnel, guiding through. And fortunately, Silverfish was smart enough to hightail it out
Thanks
of
for the
there
cheers.
and is not in the tunnel that we are in currently because he realized he was outnumbered. And we are going to make our way through the tunnels. Can I see that map again one more time of the tunnels?
Ah!
Hurry up, I only have a minute. And then we are going to sneak our way back to the opines and reclines. And as we peek in, I'm going. Tweedledee and Tweedledum is going to notice that the Soko is empty. But one of the other old men was hiding one, so he's gonna bring it out, and they're gonna start drinking again, and they're getting distracted. And we move into the other tunnel, and we bypass them completely, and we manage to slip barely into it.
All right. You made your way into that tunnel.
Hell yeah.
And evaded your friend Silverfish, and just for a moment maybe they are the better thieves. As he has vanished off into not even being able to taunt you with jabs from a distance, and he's like, I better leave. This sounds like a bad place for me. I'm going to talk to these old men about drinking. And yeah, you are making your way up through those tunnels, and towards. Let me get myself back to the right tunnel.
Slim Diaz had to do some things real quick. Came back to see Cucumber, Hard Eyes, and Laughy Face. Well,
Oh, my.
hello.
Oh goodness.
Thanks, Jackman.
All right, but yeah, you can make your way through those tunnels. As you make your way in there, you are going to notice to make all the way up to the Keeper El Peeper. You go past some of those spots that you noticed before that have these strange plants at the end that you have not yet investigated. You can avoid them, or you can go take a look at them if you would like to.
Plants.
What?
Plants?
Plants. If we peek into where those plants are, do they look inviting, dangerous?
They look pink. They look a little bit flowery, which is strange because flowers tend to usually be in places where sunlight hits.
I'm offended
Wow.
that they're pink.
I'm
Whoa.
sorry.
I don't like the plants.
That's
I
dark.
don't like the plants.
I don't like the plants.
Just because
Okay,
they're
but-
pink?
I want them to be purple. And they're
We
pink.
saw purple plants.
I want to.
They're
I want
endangered.
to investigate the plants.
All right, you investigate this plant. Go ahead and you can make an investigation or a nature check.
Yes. Hmm.
Do a nature check.
I like your potatoes, Wookie.
You have no idea.
I'm gonna do a
Reroll.
yeah.
That's from the hat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get the
Mhm.
hat's
The hat.
permission?
Thanks
The
for the
hat
hat.
roll.
Glad
Yeah.
I wore this tonight. 15.
You had notes
All
on
right.
that.
Yeah.
All right, as you walk up to it, it remains motionless. But as you start to poke at it, you realize that it kind of like moves in response. Like if you touch a branch, it moves the branch away. If you touch a branch, it moves that branch.
I pants clue.
What?
Just in case. I don't know if it's another.
What
if it's,
the heck?
If it's another shy plant or like embarrassing plant. Just in case. You never know.
My cloaca has had more action.
Is that a
this day.
dagger?
Listen,
You found it.
I found it.
don't kink shame me.
Never would dream of it.
Well, this is curious, says the tree.
Oh.
Hello, tree.
Hello.
You're the tree that we're in?
I hope you're not in me. I hope you're right in front of me. and
Oh, right.
not in me.
You're separate from the tree we're in.
Yes, I'm not that.
We're in a big tree, so we gotta be clear about the trees.
I
You live in a tree?
am an awakened tree.
Oh, hi.
Set here to keep an eye on things.
Okay,
I'm
sure, no
sorry
problem.
that we
no
awakened
problem.
you.
We don't mean any harm. We were just
Well,
curious.
I was awakened a long time ago.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, no,
It's a condition that makes me smarter than other trees. This tree itself, it has wisdom, but it doesn't have intelligence.
Your
And it
mother must be
certainly
very
doesn't
proud.
speak.
Are you able to understand this big tree?
Well, I don't talk to the big tree, but I do understand that you're keeping things in cloacas. That's what I've overheard just now. And,
Waste not, want none, I
I
guess.
have no such thing, so I don't find it offensive or
Oh, great.
unusual.
Well, that's good.
What exactly are you here for?
Oh, well, I maintain the memories of these people.
Oh, good. So
Oh.
like the frog room, except you don't die as fast.
Oh, yes. I maintain the
Is
tales
that a lot?
and remember the days that were important with the with the 3 stags.
3 stags.
Yes. Do you not know the tale of the 3 stags?
No, I know. Listen, where? No, please tell me.
Oh, yes. Well, you see, the river basin, it has 3 great forests in it. The Thumperleaf Forest to the north,
Mhm.
the Twistin Wood to the west, and this here is the Stag's Cathedral to the southeast.
Oh.
Each of them, at one point, had one of the 3 brothers. They were stags, great stags, golden in fur and in color, and they would every year come together to fight one another, to decide who was the greatest. And once the greatest was decided, well, all the other stags would have to respect them. They would be in charge. Every year they did this, a stag party indeed. But one year the fight went on so long. They fought and they fought, but no victor could be found. Each of them seemed to be an equal match for the others. And they fought for years,
Yeah.
for decades.
Oh, wow.
And their world around them, it collapsed. The forests without them were defenseless,
Oh,
and
no.
dark forces took them over and spread throughout. It was the worst time for the forests. Unfortunately, they were not there for them, but when they realized, they were strong enough to put aside their differences and return to the forests, because they realized that what was not important was not that one of them be a leader, but rather that they be a community.
Oh.
That they had come together every year seeking for one to be the leader, but really what they got out of it was that they were all together for the year. When they let themselves fall into competition before the meaning of their community, why things fell apart. And so they came together, and one by one, they reclaimed those forests as best they could. The Twisted Wood are still one of the more dangerous places in this world, but they did what they could, and they reclaimed those spaces. And now every year they do gather again together, but they no longer fight. Now they use it as an opportunity to share and to spread goodwill between the forests. It makes them all stronger, you see. And every year they choose one place that they leave their golden antler. And that is the totem that these people believe in, that they follow.
Now,
It unites all of them and reminds them of the importance of the community around them, and to forget about competition because they are stronger together.
So the antlers are left here as a means of unification.
Oh yes, they.
And
They
if
are
they were
very
taken
important.
away,
Mm-hmm.
something bad would happen.
Oh well, it would never happen that they've been taken away. Why, this is an impenetrable tree. No
Now-
one would ever come in here. Yes.
now, old timer, are the antlers more of a symbol, or do they have a magical property that sort of maintains
Oh,
the peace?
well, the three stags, they're almost as close to gods as you can get here in the Sense River Basin. The only other gods that have ever walked or flew have never come back. The Purifier, the great phoenix that fought in the Decrepit Wars, it's gone, has never returned after its defeat. But the stags, they are still here. Most of the people don't know about them. The humans and the pinions, they don't follow these sorts of things. But the grung, they are dedicated to protecting the stags. And yes, indeed, stagliness is as close to godliness as you can get in this world.
I have another question.
Yes.
Do you think? And I look at all my weapons attached to my body. But do you think we should be learning something from these stags? If the Grung are keeping this so separate and they're treating our people so badly, are they really learning lessons of these great stags?
Oh, it's interesting. It's interesting that you see it as a one-sided issue.
Well, no. I mean, they really did fuck up our house a little bit ago. I guess it wasn't their fault. But listen, I get our
was a
troubles
That
go.
was a blimpial. And
Listen,
he did
I did no such thing.
But here's the thing. I would prefer peace, but I know they hate us and we hate them. And if maybe these antlers could be used as a way of unification for ourselves. Like, what if we all could come together, both communities?
Well, that would be wonderful if you could do such a thing. Why? Because that is what the golden antlers stand for. It's to bring people together, to unite them, even if they have differences, if they come from a different forest, a different land. Everyone is welcome in a good community, as long as everyone can contribute.
Well,
Is your name Deku by any chance?
No,
Okay.
no, I haven't met a Deku. Is he nice?
he's got a great stash.
He does.
No, I'm just a waking tree, waiting in here for people to hear my stories.
Well, thank you for sharing. Now,
Yeah.
friends, say, you're not are you violent by chance, new tree friend?
Am I violent? No. Why would I be violent? I mean, I could probably kick your scrawny little bird ass, but
He's not
I
a,
have
he's not a
chosen the
bird.
way of community, and
good.
that means that I'm not going to wipe your face from wall to wall in a
I
display
appreciate it.
of
Now-
massive trunky power.
All right, then I'm gonna level with you,
Okay.
new tree friend. I'm gonna level with you. Now you gotta hear me out, all of it, okay? Please don't
all
smash
right.
my
Well,
face against the walls.
fortunately, I'm a tree and I'm cut off, and I can't really talk to anybody else unless they're in this room. So
Right,
you're pretty
right.
okay.
Okay, all right. So
How
listen.
often do people come in this room?
Well, no, not very often. The termites usually pass through these places, but if the religious leaders need to speak to somebody who remembers, well, Pepperidge Farm remembers, and that's me. You could call me Pepperidge Farm.
Thank you, Pepperidge Farms. So listen, I'm gonna level with you. Now, guys, don't be mad at me.
All right.
We were sent here to steal those golden antlers from a shark-toothed lady.
Oh, well, that sounds like you're darn villainous.
No,
then.
I said to hear me out. Hear me
Okay,
out.
I'll keep listening. I'm patient. I'm a tree.
I appreciate that. Now listen, if there's anything we could do to use these antlers to bring our peoples together as opposed to just make a singular profit, do you have any sort of wisdom so that we could accomplish such a thing?
Oh, unfortunately, as a tree, I remember the past, but I cannot see the future. I
What
can.
do I do? What?
Nothing.
All right.
I don't believe it is nothing.
No. Sorry, there was a
Oh yeah. Yes.
hunger issue.
Oh.
You need another
I
snack
need
that you're
more
gonna take
popcorn.
3 hours to eat? Hold on, I'll be right back.
We're in the middle of a conversation.
No,
I'm still listening, you
I
tree.
understand this is important. You slow,
Oh, shit,
you're such quick living creatures. Your metabolisms are much faster than mine. I can be patient. I can
gonna
be
be
so
great.
patient. I will wait for you to have your skinny pup.
You're welcome. Not brought to you by Skinny Pup, although if you'd like to sponsor us, fucking do it.
Skinny pup, you now owe this Pepperidge Farm tree some money.
And Pepperidge Farm, you owe the Skinny Pup.
That's right. This is how we build community.
How can we do this? Yes.
How the fuck did you finish a bag?
In truth,
One.
I know the past, but not the future. It would come down to you to find a path forward by which you could use it. However, I would say that in my experience of remembering the past, I cannot remember a time that stealing something from somebody and then lording it over them has ever helped in building a community.
I'm not talking about lording over them. Like, what if these antlers have like abilities to be like, hey, everyone, shut the fuck up and sit down and listen, or something like that. Like what
that
if it's
sounds
like a
like what a
conch?
lord would do. That's exactly what lording over somebody would be.
No,
is to be like,
but like in
shut
a legal
up and
sense.
sit
Like, I would
down
make
and
my own
listen.
fucking people sit down, and I'd make their people sit down, and we'd be like, listen, let's all share sandwiches and have a good conversation.
It's a negotiation tactic.
I see. Well, if you think it will work, I can't stop
Woo.
you because that's not what I do.
That's another.
I-
It's another reroll for Dino for his great use of DM powers.
Yeah.
Yui.
But yes, you realize you may still not succeed at getting in there.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Well, you don't think that it's just sitting in a room.
I think that's exactly what we
Unguarded.
thought. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I
with
mean.
nothing of consequence.
Okay.
in the
Well,
way.
what consequences on her way?
Well, keeper El Peeper.
Keeper El Peeper. What's that?
Who's that?
Who's that?
Oh, he's a mighty frog.
Great. No.
He's not a very happy frog either.
All right.
Would you mind if we rest near you and take about an hour to recuperate before?
Well, it's a very specific amount of time. But yes, I
I said about.
why an hour or a day? It's all the same to me. I'm just going to sit here and remember the past.
No, I go to sleep.
He's waiting for the scene cut. That's not happening.
I did this play. I was in this play.
Fade to black. Fade to back.
Nothing to be done.
Two.
Stand by. Blackout. Blackout. Go. Blackout. Go. Sorry.
I take
He'll
a
let you wait there if you
short ass
want to.
rest.
Yeah. We do. He said a night if we want to.
I will take a long ass rest.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Do you think
Yeah.
we'll be safe?
You're not gonna hurt us, right? You're not gonna bash my face against the wall, right?
Oh, well,
I'll take out
probably
some of my
not.
water and
that's
kind of
good.
like water it's the base of it.
Oh my rootsies.
I know what plants need.
Ooh,
got what plants
ooh,
crave.
So nice. My rootsies, they be fruitsies.
I go
Oh.
to sleep because I can't listen to that anymore.
I'm going to sleep.
Yep.
Can we do a long rest? And I'll
Is there
Let's see.
anything we can set up to?
what do I have?
You can do a long rest, but you're gonna end up completing it before we start the next session, because I don't think we've got enough time right now for you to
That's
to
fine.
do all the things you want to do to prep and face Keeper El Peeper.
Yes.
Um, But what do you do about your squirrel friend?
Oh shit. Oh, wait.
Where is he?
He's
by
in the
the
front
door.
door.
Is he within
Oh.
120 feet?
No.
Fuck.
Yeah, he's not gonna know where we went
Oh no.
if we sleep.
Actually,
Maybe-
roll me a D100. He might be within.
Yeah, he could have
120 feet.
followed a
That's-
trail of termite goo.
Whoa.
He's not going
Sorry.
further in. He's
Okay.
like, I've got some patsies getting me my friend's raft.
To the same die. I need this one. 97.
97. I was going low, but all right. All right.
What?
I was thinking it was a low percentage chance. 97 is a very high percentage chance. So
Oh,
I think he's just a little bit too far away.
dang it.
You might be
Oh.
able to sneak your way back closer if you would like.
What are we gonna do?
Yes, I'm going to find my way back quietly and secretly.
All right. You
to-
can roll a stealth
5.
check.
Fine.
Okay. Much better. Dirty 20.
All right.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can get far enough back that you think you remember exactly like where he was, so you can send a message to him.
I'm just gonna speak into his brain and say, McNuttons.
Yeah.
Shh. McNuttons.
He says that
Quiet.
in a whisper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
McNuttons. I want you to make your way past the light. The music scared me. Make your way past the light and enter the tunnel on the right immediately after and find your way to me.
All right. Let's see what his stealth check looks like.
Or you can stay there, but we're sleeping the night. I think you should find us.
He whispers back, "The fuck?"
We're very tired and we've been hurt.
The fuck? I'm at the door.
You're the one that wanted to wait there.
I didn't think it was nap time. I thought it was ice. I didn't know we were at a hotel.
We got bit by termites and jumped by thieves, and then I was tongue blasted for.
I'm sorry.
You
What
heard
is
me.
this?
Wow. I wake up to hear that.
Don't
apparently.
brag.
Woo.
It was not
Hope
as
they
fun as
didn't
I
hit
thought
the
it
dagger.
would.
So I
We didn't talk about that.
got to sneak my way in.
If yes,
All right.
Oh God.
Are you
Should we
ready for
help
him to
him?
do this?
I'm not responsible for
I'm
anything.
asleep.
Yes, you are.
Should we help him?
I'm going to send another message. If I'm in within 100 feet of him,
Mhm.
I'm within 100 feet of the old men still, right?
Yeah. Are you?
I'm gonna do another cane and say like, "Give me more of that southern comfort."
I'm a tooth.
All right. Now here's the problem. You're not sure where each of them is because
Oh.
they have like they've shuffled. Who are you trying to get with that?
Well, it's so.
Tongue blasted. Can't get it out of my head.
Oh wait, no. Hold on. Oh wait, you can cast a spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know it's beyond the barrier.
Mm.
Okay. All right. So you don't need to know their specific location.
Yeah, I just have to
Alright.
point towards their location.
All right. I'll buy that.
Cool. Sweet.
So which one are you trying to talk?
I want to talk to Kermit. Trying to convince him that Sir Kane was that his name?
Sir Kane,
Sir Kane,
the Toad.
the Toad is still trying to get his southern comfort.
All right. So what exactly do you say to him?
Oh, give me more of that southern comfort, you old fool.
Wait down! Hold on, that's not his voice.
Close.
Let me get into it.
Find your inspiration.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not gonna give you any of this because you're in my head.
Great.
I was hoping they would just respond to each other. Then someone did. And then because I
You
can't.
hear it back.
Oh, I hear it back to me.
Yeah, you hear that. You hear that whisper come back.
And then I'm going to, into Sir Kane's head, I'm going to put another voice that just says, "Take your southern comfort now."
Ugh.
I know.
So into Sir Kane's head.
Into Sir Kane's head.
Wait, Southern Comfort.
And then I'm
Well,
gonna signal
back
to
in
the
my day,
squirrel and be
And
like,
he's
"Go
gonna
now,
lean
go
back,
now."
and he's gonna be like, back in my day, our comfort was northern because it was warmer up there, and so that's where we found it more comfortable. All right, and he'll make that stealth check.
Hoping for advantage. Oh no.
I need to actually check what his modifier would be. Let's see. I think. All right, it's gonna be a contested roll.
Oh.
Did he get
All
advantage
right.
or disadvantage on the other ones or anything? Nothing?
We'll give him advantage and we'll see
Okay.
if that's enough to help him. It is not.
Damn it!
No.
And he starts creeping his way back. And unfortunately, an 18. They rolled an 18 on their perception
Oh, damn
to
it.
catch him.
Yeah.
And as he's creeping his way back with his little arm flappies at his side, suddenly one of the toads turns and goes,
That was good.
Well, there's just all manner of things coming in here today, isn't there? Look at this old tree rat.
and he's gonna stop. Are you going to tell him what he should do? Or are you gonna let him figure this out and you're just gonna be like, well, we're going back to our tree?
I'm going to... Fuck.
No, you
Good for
shouldn't do
you.
that. You've already tongue blessed.
I'm going to... I'm going to tell McNutton.
Nuttons.
It's like McNuttons. Tell them that. Ask them if anybody ordered a case of Southern Comfort
From the Grubhub.
from the Grubhub.
He is going to trust you, just because he must. And he looks at them and he says, "Did anyone order a case of Southern Comfort from the Grubhub?"
Well, in my day, we didn't have anything in the Grubhub. That's just where we keep all the baby termites. Why, who's keeping things in there besides the nice fountain there? What are you doing?
And they're gonna get up and they're gonna start coming up to him.
Like, do you have it? Where is it? You should.
They're
I like Southern Comfort.
run quickly.
And I
run
think
before
you
they get
should give me all of it. Can you do that for me, Mr. Furry Tail
Tell
Rat
them to wait
Man?
right here, and then you've got the case back at the Grubhub, and you'll bring it right back.
He says, it's at the Grubhub. I'll bring it.
I'll come with you.
No, tell them no, you're not allowed in there right now. You
Well, who are you talking to me like that? I know where I'm allowed because I am Kermit.
what's happening? I'm going to just speak into Kermic's head and just say, look behind you. And then I'm gonna go back to McDonald's. Run now, go.
And McNutton starts out like,
I'll come back. I'm gonna help you find the thing that you got there. I want to be your friend because you look like you're warm. I'm cold-blooded because I am a frog.
and he starts giving chase, and then he tries to open the door, but there's no door there. He just walks into a wall.
Great, as he escaped. Hurry, McDonald's.
Are you sending McNuttons into the Grubhub?
No, into the tunnel. I was just wanting them to run out of that room that they were
Are
in.
you going the wrong way?
Tell them it's a shortcut and go.
It's a shortcut. I'm just gonna.
McNuttons is dead
No,
as
it's
fuck.
not. That's where the termite.
No way.
I would like to tell you about somebody who has not rolled themselves in either
Oh, fuck.
termites
no.
or lavender vines, and the story about what happens to them.
Wait, I should be nearby, probably, right?
And that's why you get to be a witness.
Witness.
Because he comes in, he believes you. He believes you with everything. And he says, okay, yeah,
I mean,
and I
would have
know
happened
this is
anyway
the
at
right
some
way.
point.
And he goes and he runs in and he runs directly into one of these termites.
I'm gonna shoot it with my crossbow if I'm nearby.
You're not gonna get the chance.
God damn it.
You're close enough to watch this transpire as he runs in and he bumps into one and it looks up to him and starts grabbing at him and tries to take a bite at him. And then he backs up and he finds out that there's another one and another one. And he's surrounded by these blind termites and they start to rip into his membrane.
Oh no!
I can't do
Never
anything?
Fly again. You're watching it happen.
I can't react?
You can make an attack, but you're not going to be able to save him. You've let him into his doom.
I shoot him in the head.
Roll it.
Woo!
I'm not going to let him get eaten alive. If he's going to die, he's going to die quick.
Holy shit!
Not very well.
Holy shit.
7.
That is awesome.
So, all right, he the last thing he sees is you turning on him. As these termite pile on him, and you see one furry little claw reach up, and then fall limp down into a mass of termites.
Well, shit. And I walk back.
I'm having the best time sleeping.
And I go back and be like, all right, time to sleep.
You just don't tell us anything.
Nope.
I'm already out.
That is my MO, apparently. I do something terrible and then don't talk about it.
All right, so what do you want to do as you prepare yourselves for sleep here? This is probably gonna be the last thing we do before we wrap up.
Mhm.
But yeah, how do you want to
No, we
prepare?
need a
Or what do you
happy
want to
ending.
discuss?
I don't discuss anything. I find like a piece of wood or something that I can rest my neck on, so that the baby is still like my full waddle is still upright, so that it has a place to comfortably sleep. So I'm just like.
Does
Um,
anybody
Also
have
like that.
anything that we can use to kind of, if there's a trigger, like?
I don't have anything like that.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Do
man.
you
I
have-
can't take the
Set
baby
up.
out of my mouth. It'll die. It'll dry out. It's a froggy frog.
Do you have anything that could like move
I have a crowbar.
earth?
Oh,
No,
no, not really.
that's okay.
So you're a
Yes.
father now.
What?
He's just the tree's talking
Oh,
to you.
yeah,
You're still
yeah.
hanging out with Tree.
Yep.
Pepperidge.
I got a baby in my mouth. Well, see, we accidentally popped the egg, and now I feel responsible for this creature, so I'm going to raise it like my own.
Oh, that sounds very
Hey,
delightful.
Pepperidge Farm.
Yes.
Is there any room behind you?
Oh, I suppose I could make some room.
Would we be able to spend the night behind your?
You can make a persuasion check to him.
Okay. I'll sprinkle a little bit more water. Ooh, yes. 25.
All right. So you promise that you're here on behalf of community to make the world a better place.
We still need to figure out how to make that work, but I think it sounds like we're going to try to do that.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, if I've learned anything from all of the stories and tales of history that I've known, it's that sometimes giving somebody a chance, even when all things point against them, is the first step to a better world. And then you see his roots kind of come up,
Ooh,
and he
wait.
shuffles forward, and he plants himself again. Now at the entrance to this little cave, which means you are behind him, and you are also trapped in.
Hooray!
I mean,
Or we're safe, and there's two ways of looking at that.
Yeah.
that's true. He's our friend,
No.
right?
For a moment.
Does he sound like he's our friend?
Might have to
Sure.
burn him next week, but for now, he's great.
Do an insight check.
Do you want to insight check this tree? You may insight check this tree.
8.
This tree seems
Right.
like the best of you.
17.
This tree is definitely the best of you.
Great. It sounded like it, but you made me nervous. I'm not taking for anything for granted anymore.
Yeah, be like, would you like to hear more stories? And he will tell you stories all night if you let him.
I
go to
fill my
sleep.
ears with cotton and go to sleep.
I feel like the stories would lull me to sleep as a bard.
Yeah, you can listen and fall asleep, and he won't care or notice.
Oh, yes, stags.
Yep, he'll tell you all about the mythology of the stags. He'll tell you tales of their great deeds, and that most of the people don't know who they are, but that the Grung do. And you'll realize by the time you go to sleep that the Grung are a kind of druid. That by following the stags, they have chosen to bestow nature to themselves, and bestow themselves to nature, as their way of looking at a greater community.
And you can get a little bit of history about why the Grung and the Aarakocras are at odds too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and you'll find out that it was the Aarakocra who started it.
Of course it was.
Birds be like that.
Birds be like that.
But it's a territorial dispute. It's not necessarily a one side is definitely right and one side is definitely wrong. It's that there are places that you butt up against one another and you come into conflict, and both sides kind of have a claim, have a thing to say. But both of you are valid in disliking the other one. But that doesn't mean that it makes it peaceful. And yeah, with that he'll lull you off to sleep with nice tales and wonderful stories. And the last thing that you hear before you all drift off is a massive croak echoing through the halls from Keeper El Peeper.
Oh no.
When you listen to this croak, you realize it is bigger than any of the frogs you have faced before. It is more massive. It sounds like it must be maybe as big as those enormous are.
Oh no.
And it will be a fight that you are not sure. And that's it. That takes us through session 3
Hooray!
of Birds of a Feather Who Heist Together.
Steve!
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. And thank you, everyone, for joining us and watching us this evening. Much appreciated. Thank you for all the support. Everything you did helps us support the studio, keep the lights on, pay the rent, all that good stuff. Thank you so much. And as always, if you think anything you saw tonight was worth at least $1, please consider joining our Patreon.
Yeah.
Our heartfelt gratitude to our Patreon producers, M. Jason O'Dowd, as well as associate producers, Brittany Stratford, Indy Skeep, Jesse Glaspie, Liam Huttlemeyer, Michi909, as well as all of our fabulous Felted family and friends down there below. So you can join our Patreon for as little as $1 a month. It helps us out. It all adds up. And at tiers 3 and above, you can get yourself this wonderful exclusive Perception Studio glittery pin. And for every 3 consecutive months, you get yourself a new pin. So the next one, the current one, is my face. It's the rage emote. So if anyone's got that in the chat, you can pop that up, and that's the emote. That's the pin that you'll get. And yeah, and we'll shift those out as often as we can. And yeah, it's gonna be.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be great. I'm so excited
So
about
glad
it.
you found yourself in comfort. And for and as always, we're gonna pay that love forward with a raid. Ryan, who we got? Aki Carlito. Speak of the devil, she's the one who did our emote art. So that's our Aki Carlito. So give her all the love. Tell her who sent you. She's the best. And she makes me look
Absolutely
good.
the best.
The best. I
So
tell you,
good.
she's
I'm a
the
fan.
best.
Absolutely.
The best ever there was.
We're on
right.
for fun.
What the hell kind of fun is that? And so, yes, everyone go be nice, go be kind, and have a fabulous night. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week with another full lineup. Take care. Bye.
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 Bye.